We travel all the way around the world, and today we reach the Far East Islands of Japan. Welcome to FC1. Suzuka is the third round of the season, and we're just getting underway. About 20 minutes till race start, and we have so much to prepare for you. This amazing racetrack in Suzuka, from the S's to the Degnas to Spoon, everything in between. This is one of the most fantastic circuits. Drivers love this track, and it's just getting started. Of course, 18 turns, 8 to the left, 10 to the right, and 33 drivers will take the course of a qualifying and a race here all in the next hour. Of course, afterwards we will go to FC2, which will repeat the process with 100 drivers as well. I'm here joined by my brother and good friend, Gold Leader. Gold, what do we have in store for you today?
Well, we're in Japan, so a little change of pace. We got the cherry trees all over the track, some beautiful scenery. It's going to be a good one. We've got a change up in championship, change up in teams. It's going to be a little different. We'll see how it turns out.
Exactly. Now, if you're new to FC racing, you may be curious what you're looking at here. This track is going downhill and uphill seamlessly. And in fact, one of the big changes that we've put in Suzuka, as you can already see, is half ice slabs that go down to make transitions a lot smoother for the drivers. And we use a mod called Open Boat Utils, which allows drivers to go down and up. Let's watch who is that right there. Ferrari 15, current leader of FC2 right now, going up slabs uphill seamlessly through our mods here. So if you do want to join us in FC2 later, you will have to get that mod in order to drive on Suzuka later this morning. And it's so seamless through the S's. Let's watch Ferrari a little bit here, even though we'll see him in action a little bit later in the day. But we'll see him go through the S's pretty clean so far, and up the hill. Oh, there's a reset there. He didn't like those S's. How strict does he have to be about his track or about his lap times to reset after such a good start? But you can see in through Degna 1, 2, underneath the bridge that we cross over, and then up the hill once more into a hairpin. Big hairpin right there. Make sure drivers get the maximized turn in there. All the way around. Big sweeping corners into Spoon. Take a look at this one. One of the widest corners you have in FC racing. And drivers will have to maximize. There's someone. Who's that? Who's driving Spoon? Oh, it's Captain Glasses holding on to the track. Little scrape there on the outside, but oh well. Down the big hill and onto one of the largest straights that we have. All the way across the bridge. Just send it down through here. Make sure you don't get bumped off to the side of the track on a slow driver ahead of you. Into one of the hardest sections of the track is the chicane at the end. You can see there's a Mega Miz. Looks like he already messed it up on his lap. And yeah, after such a fast section through 130R as well, you have to make it tight through this tiny sector before you finish up the track. And yeah, that is one section that drivers are going to be scared for in qualifying especially. You make a perfect lap, but you could ruin it right there at the chicane at the end. Now, from what I understand, we have some roster changes that need to be noticed. What has changed in the past week?
The most important one, it's Yizar. He won last year in China, or not last year, he won last week in China. He has now been signed by Sandstorm. This kind of pushed some stuff around over at Sandstorm. I think, what was his name? Colum has been pushed down to reserve slot 1, and Soda Soaker has also been pushed up into driver slot 3. This is important because Sandstorm is a brand new team, and
they've been doing pretty good.
They've been doing very well. I mean, this is, if you look at the the team standing, constructor standings, they're currently tied with Alpig, who's like the reigning champ by a large margin. They're in 4th right now. I mean, you can think of this like McLaren or Cadillac taking it to McLaren. Like, that's crazy. In addition, we also have a new signing by Guarana Racing. This is Kazinhu.
We know that name.
We do know that name. He got 6th last year at FC2, and he's going to take the 2nd driver slot over there at Guarana. He's got 4 podiums over from FC2 last year, and this pushes Gabriel Live to the first reserve slot.
Yeah, he's the team owner too, so he's putting the team over himself, which is it shows a good team owner that he's willing to do something like that.
It's brave because Gabriel Live did very well for himself last year. He was in FC2 and he got like fourth or yeah, I think he got fourth. So Kazinhu didn't do as well last year, but he must have some promising skill to put Kazinhu over himself. Finally, we have IKEA. They sign Sheljo. I didn't put any stats down for Sheljo. I think he's kind of a nobody. Not a nobody, but
he's quick. No,
he's new.
quick.
He's quick. Okay.
But he's new to FC1. I'll say that he's pretty new to FC1 racing. I believe he raced one race so far this season, and he didn't do too hot. Got I believe 30 seconds last week. So not a good showing from Sheljo yet, but perhaps IKEA sees something really strong in him, and perhaps a good number of points for their team. Of course, they're trying to get to the top 3 standings right now. Not looking like it so far though. But as for standings, perhaps, unless there's any more team changes.
No other team changes about that, but we're talking about Itzizar, his new signing, and it seems like it's going to pay well. This guy currently has the top time of time trials.
Oh, there we go.
At a 2:05.243.
There he is. He's looking at it right now. He knows it. Look at him.
Bask in your glory, Itzizar.
He's staring at his own time on top of the leaderboard. There we go. Someone take a picture of that one. There we go. It's Yezar taking a look at his own top time, beating Joka, Crumb, Mafiosa, Faxio, Gabriel Live, Blip Dash, Kane, Gilo, Yoshi, the 25243. There you go. Of course, with our sub-tick technology, we can see how close some of these drivers are to each other. It's not too much separating those top 5 drivers. Only 3/10 in the fastest top times there. Yezar is the one to beat right now. So we'll have to take a keen eye to what he is up to during qualifying and the feature race. We start in 15 minutes time, to be clear. We'll start with qualifying and then move into the feature race. It'll all be done within an hour, and then we'll move to FC2, which will repeat the process with 100 drivers. So don't go anywhere. We have 15 minutes. We're just talking pre-show and all the exciting things that will happen in today's race. Let's maybe take a look at the pit lane. We'll go through the rosters, maybe see if we can talk to anybody down at the bottom there. Let's... Oof. Some lag going on. Pit walk up. Come through your pit lanes. All right, where are you, Gold? Come to me. Ooh, here comes the drivers. I should probably not be standing in the middle of the the pit lane entrance, which is a tricky one. It's actually very thin right here, so drivers have to be a little bit more careful to get in there. You can see they're dead, whizzing by right there. Perhaps I'll see you. There you are. Hello.
Hey.
All right. So, let's, I'm gonna definitely Discord for you. All right, there we go. Let's walk through, and we mentioned a little bit about the team rosters a little bit, but we can go a little bit more in depth with the pit lanes here. We have Alpig, who, they didn't decorate their pit lane, did they? No.
One moment, Blue. I've muted you on something.
Okay, then I can untap it. There you go. How about that?
That works.
Okay. Can you mute yourself on Discord though?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So Alpig, of course, the not the team that it's not. They're not even the top 3 right now. Alpig. Really coming into the season, we thought Alpig was going to be a really strong contender and would be leading the championship from quite early on. But as with their pit lane, it's looking a little empty here. Not showing too many points for their team. So team owner Oint has some work to do. It's him, JH Dash, and Crumbcat with Hockey Fan and Hutspots in the ranks. So Alpig needs to get a little bit of a leg up right now. Not looking too hot, but I'm sure they'll get back into it.
For their
soon.
standards, mind you, they are doing very
Sure.
well
Oh,
as a
yes.
team in FC1. But for their standards,
Defending
got
champions.
some work to do. Defending champions.
Yep. Squilliams is here, and TDG is sitting with.
Hi,
He
Blue.
has one chair, and he's
Ooh,
sitting.
I
Hi,
don't-
TDG.
I don't know if I want to go in there, Blue.
No, it's you know, the air's nice. You can come in. You know, it's a little bit cold, but you know,
Okay.
there's nothing really to worry about.
Okay.
You know, I woulda. Here, let me add some decoration here.
Well, TDG, you're. Oh, there you go. Oh, now this looks like a Squilliams pit. Like
Almost. Almost got it.
almost.
Whatever. Hi, Blue. Hi, Gold.
I miss you, TDG.
I have no clue where track is.
Come back, Blue. Come back.
Apologies for the
I'm on
sound.
a team.
TG is a little bit too loud. There. All right,
Sorry.
TG, we gotta explain. Like, you guys have. It looks like you have a squad, a good solid lineup, but Iltis has been really carrying your team so far.
Listen, I don't know what's been going on. Maybe I'm just like really rusty or something, but like I joined Australia and got last. So I don't know what's going on anymore. I did a little bit of practice for this one, but like the times are cooked. I don't know what's going on. FC1 is
It's hard.
It's competitive this year.
What?
It's hard. I don't blame you. Like,
I can't show up with zero practice anymore, Blue
Everything
Leader.
is so loud.
well, you know what to do then. Practice. Is the rest of the team
I
you're
gotta
showing
lock
up?
in.
Is Lapis gonna be here? Iltis gonna be here?
Is
Eltis
track-
is not able to make it,
Oh.
but
I don't think
Lapis
so.
and Simon will be driving for us today.
I don't think
All
anyone
right. Well,
races
that's good.
Falcons,
You're the
so
only
it'll be
squad
so
with
real.
4 drivers, by the way, and
Rip.
you seem to be making it work still. All of you guys
Blip that
show up.
shit.
At least 3 of you.
No, we
every
had
race.
we had a new signing. We had a new signing. What are we talking about?
What? Oh, I see
news
it.
to
This
me.
is new this morning.
Yeah,
Oh my
XB.
No lap reset?
XB.
What?
He's like probably the best driver who's never raced in the league, in my opinion. I don't know.
Ooh, you know that's what I said about you when I signed you.
Oh.
Well, now I'm here,
Shit.
not able to make
Okay.
draw S's. So
not able to.
this whole track is about S's. So like the fact that I can't draw
Oh.
them is really
Yeah, you
concerning.
might be cooked.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Sorry,
good
I don't
luck
think
to
anyone's showing up.
Squilliams. I wish the best for you guys to get back up on your feet.
Yeah.
Bye,
And
Blue
good luck. All
Leader.
right. Bye,
Okay,
TDG.
I'll check.
T4.
All right.
Fix this S.
Well, next is Pelican Racing. Hello, guys.
The team is like apparently sick or something.
The team
It's,
is
like,
sick.
Dash and Martin are just not showing up.
So
they're not feeling it today.
are you just the communicator of this news? You're just like,
I
oh
think
hey.
so, yeah. I
Hmm.
just logged on. I don't know about Trek though.
The
So,
team got sick.
Wow.
Is Track here?
something like
Track's
that.
not here either.
What about Life Network? Is he gonna be here?
Mopeki's here.
I don't
Mopeki's here. So Mopeki will drive. He's
Oh.
he's a reserve driver, so
Okay.
that's good. Well,
That's unfortunate. You're
Yeah.
missing some drivers.
yeah, you guys might lose second place here in the standings.
It's okay. We'll lock in later.
That whenever I have homework, that's what I say as well. Sometimes that gets done. But I hope it gets done for you guys, and yeah, we should probably move on from the a little bit of empty. They have a beautiful pit lane. Unfortunately, it's looking a little empty in there. Well, next up is Steak and Carbs, the championship leader team. They're looking really good right now. Actually, they're really dominating the standings so far. Mafios is the lead driver for them. Of course, he is on top of the standings himself as a driver as well. And 32 Gilo and Kane Wetz. Sorry, I can never do his name right. And they have a beautiful pit lane in here. Jolly the Duck's office. What does he have in here? Fire. Syracuse.
Oh,
I don't know what's
Don't be
wrong with
pumped.
him. He's their reserve driver. I don't know what's wrong with Syracuse, but people don't like him, I guess.
yeah. This is a joke. We love Syracuse. Okay, that's good.
What's
Good.
this? Track Syracuse $300 million received from the pro. Oh. Ooh. We're not supposed to like them, right?
No, I don't think we are.
I don't think so.
Well, we like Syracuse.
We like
but-
Syracuse. In fact, we love Syracuse. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's leave our questionable our questionable team advisor, his office, and the steak and carbs team. Yeah, they have a lot of good drivers, and now I see why they have the money for it. Well, McDonald's is here. You guys are great people.
no.
But the driving,
Tell us about what's going on.
what's going on, guys? What's going on?
You got some conversations going
He's
on?
having some issues, seems.
Communication
You guys will
issues?
figure it
Maybe
out,
that's the
right?
problem. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, they definitely.
I think you guys spent too much time on your race outfits rather than some practice time. They look pretty snazzy, but
They look good, but yeah, flashiest team in the back, that's for sure.
that's not a good thing, is it?
I don't know.
I mean, depends how you look at it.
Depends how you look at it. You could, hey, once a reverse grid hits, you guys will be going crazy, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, you feeling confident going to China, or it's not China, Japan? I'm sorry.
Japan. Oh, let's go.
We actually are gonna do good this time.
You're gonna do good this
Okay.
time. All right.
I'm
Well,
excited.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
you guys to do well.
yeah. You guys are looking at Quadrant right now as it looks like your rival. They're pretty close in points. So, beat Quadrant today, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, sure.
Good. All right. Good luck to you guys. I hope to see some really good spirit coming in once race starts, because it's not looking like it right now, I'll tell you that. All right. Good luck. McDonald's, the one team that actually got permission from McDonald's to use their name and branding. All right. Van Wade is next. They are third in the standings, and they have is this a sumo circle?
Wow.
Maybe. Well, we are running out of time, actually. We have 5 minutes. And they have their van in here with a man in the back. Hello. I don't know why he's locked up.
Well,
Cool.
they're not here, but we can talk about them briefly. They are the third team this year to have 1,000 point, or sorry, not 1,000, 100
That's a lot of
point
points.
weekend. Yeah, 1,000 is a lot. They're the third team to have a 100-point weekend.
Mhm.
The other two being, of course, our championship leaders, Taking Carbs, and Pelican Racing, I believe. Yeah. So.
All right. Grana Racing has way too many sniffers. They actually had a bunch of them leak out back, and we had to deal with them. But they're still here, and it's going to impact their pitting. But
It's a theme for them. The colors are nice.
the colors are Grana colors. You are right. I almost bought a Grana drink today, but they don't sell them at the world market here. So, also, maybe they don't sell them in California. I don't really know. So, I've yet to try the drink. I'm excited for it, though. I'll get it eventually, I'm sure. Okay, we gotta keep going. IKEA Racing. We briefly talked about them at the beginning of this pre-show. But they also have yet to do anything with their pit lane, and they are not here. So
Well, we got a new signing at least. So
I'd say let's just skip them, because they're not here and they didn't do anything. So let's just skip them out of spirit, because we have like 4 more teams to go. Quadrant is also not here. Is Demon Attic here? Oh, Demon Attic's here. Okay, good. They're
I think the team's here. I just don't think they're in the pit lane.
for here. Okay, yeah, the team's here. They're just not in their pit lane. Yeah, they've had a pretty quiet start so far to the season. But maybe Japan can shake things up here. Remember, we've only had 2 races so far, so anything can change. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Fig.
Okay, Sandstorm. What can we say about them real quick? We have like
Brand new
1
team.
minute. Brand new team.
Taking it. Alpig. That's what's to know.
Yeah. Sandstorm versus Alpig. Crazy. You didn't expect that to happen, but here we
No.
are. You mentioned it
They've also
earlier.
rearranged their lineup. New driver, looking strong.
Yeah, Yezer on top there is after winning from No Name last week, he got signed and put to the top of a roster, ready to take down Japan in the same fashion, they hope. Okay, so what is happening here?
Marcus the second, yeah. Marquavis.
Who is this?
What team even is this?
Oh, there he is.
Sandstorm is the last team, no?
Can't even hear you.
This is FC2 teams. These must be
Yeah, I know.
FC2 teams, right?
Oh, they are FC2 teams.
Oh, I
Yeah,
found some of our drivers.
Oh,
No wonder
some of the
why we
drivers,
couldn't
yeah.
find 'em.
They're all dressed like horses? Cats?
We're in Japan. I don't think they're. Oh
So there's a real horse right here.
no, yeah, but we're in Japan, and it's a particular costume outfit that's popular.
Horses.
Yoli
No.
is here.
Mambo.
Mambo.
with the cat ears.
Mambo.
What is
Mambo.
Mambo?
What's mambo? Like the
Mambo.
dance? Oh, like the
Song,
dance?
perhaps?
Someone explain to me what does it say? Fox Rye Pits, pull your Uma.
Fuck.
You have to pick one. I'm gonna. All right. You want to
it
pick
does
one?
work.
I'm gonna pick one too.
Well, I know what you're gonna take, so I'm gonna take Nick
Oh, the
Simon.
couch.
You're gonna take Simon. I'm gonna take
Yep.
Ferrari at 15 because he leads the FC2 championship. What do I do with my Uma?
Bro.
No one's
You
answering
take
me.
care of them, Blue.
You
take care of them, Blue.
Take care of them, huh?
I don't have that kind of
Yeah.
responsibility.
It's like having a real horse, but more.
I told you they were horses.
They're horses.
More. What does that mean? I don't know. Somebody. Mambo.
All right. Well, Blue, we got some more stuff to do before
Hi, Charlie.
qualifying, don't we?
Oh yeah, we gotta keep going. Hello, Lurker Pop guys. We'll get to you guys come FC2. Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys look great.
See you there. Oh, you too.
All right. Well, it is now technically 10 o'clock Pacific time, so qualifying should be getting to go underway. But we do have a special new thing, a new segment of the pre-show. Before we get into that, it's the driver to look out for, and we both have picked the driver that we think should be the ones to watch during this whole weekend. And Gold, what is your pick?
My
Who is your
pick is Soda Soaker. This guy is on Sandstorm, and he's just bumped up to main driver. So he's here today. We'll see how he does.
Is he?
This
I don't
guy-
see him.
Oh, is he
He's
not
not
here
online
yet?
yet. No. Hope he shows
Well, we
up.
see him over at the other show. So hopefully he'll show up. This guy, he got third last year in Japan, so he knows the track well. That was an FC1. He just last week started P32, ended up sixth. That's pretty good. Also last year, 4 out of the 6 races P5 or better. So 4 out of the 6 races that he drove, which wasn't too many, but the ones that he did, he performed. And then, of course, you can't talk about Soda without talking about his FC2 stats. Last year, he did 12 races in FC2. Average quality of 81st. Now, that
Yeah,
doesn't sound great, but that's
he
because he
threw
started
every
from
race.
the back.
Yeah,
He threw every race. He wanted to start from the back. But what comes out of that is out of those 12 races, his worst day at the office was 24th.
Which
Like,
that
that's
means
crazy.
every single time he gains 60 positions every time he races in FC2.
Or more. He's got 1 win last year. I don't get it. How does this guy do it?
He's the best.
Also, you can't. Yeah, he's the best. He's maybe your Max Verstappen.
Yeah. All-Stars
yeah.
champion, Summit champion.
That's right.
The guy is nuts, and he will show it today if he shows up.
All right, Blue. What's your pick?
I'm picking what's at the top of the current leaderboard.
Buddy.
It's Yezar. Yazar, of course, we talked about him, just got signed to Sandstorm and has the fastest time here. Just won China, and that is all you need. You don't need these championship, wins from years ago. All Stars is 3 years old at this point. Summit is 2 years old at this point. And gone with the old, in with the new, I say. Yazar is the one to watch out for. He has a very, very hot chance of winning here in Japan for Sandstorm this time around. So, there you go. I'm picking Yazar for the driver to watch out for. And there you go. 2 drivers to watch if you're new.
Sandstorm's a hot topic.
Oh, yeah. 2 drivers to watch if you're new here. You don't know the drivers. You can follow those 2 if you want someone to root for. And, well, I think we have qualifying ready to go here. And let's pull up. Let me do this. There we go. Let's pull up. This is how the qualifying format will work. Take a look at this. If it works. Dang, it doesn't work. There we go. So, Q1, we have 2 laps of driving. So, we only get 2 laps to do so. And then the bottom 13 drivers. Of course, we start with 33 drivers total. So, the bottom 13 will be eliminated from the Q1 format. Oh, it's gone again. Go back up there. We're not done. Then we'll move into Q2 with 2 laps. And it's cut off. There we go. Move you up there. There we go. With 10 drivers to be eliminated, with of course another 2 laps to go, and the times will reset between each session, and then we'll go into Q3 1-lap shootouts for the top 10. Very exciting format, just like Formula 1. And as soon as race control is ready, we are ready here. It is time to qualify for FC1 Japan 2026. Get your votes in. Who do you think is going to win this one? We have Yazar on top of the fastest times, though. Never count out Soda, as we say. Never count him out. Joka as well. Crumbcat, Mafiosa, Faxio. I mean, dude, these guys are just stupid quick. There's so many wins between these drivers. And we'll see who can come out on top in qualifying. Gets the front row. But we have to start.
Oh, hey, Blue.
What?
We forgot to mention. We have a championship battle going on.
Oh,
we have 2 races in, but we've got a championship battle. This is Mafiosa versus Martinitis. 1st and 2nd in Australia. Last week, 4th and 5th going in Mafiosa's favor. They're top of the leaderboards.
Well, Martin isn't here right now.
He's not here.
Mafiosa is.
Mafiosa is.
So...
On the flip side, though, it's Izar, of course. He won last week.
Yep.
He did not do very well in Australia.
No, so he's not in. He's not even in our top 3.
No,
Well, here we go.
but-
Qualifying. It's gonna start now. So Yazar will lead us off because he does have the fastest time. And let's watch his lap. His first lap. We'll watch him all the way through. And they get 2 laps to set their times, and the bottom 13 will get eliminated. So here we go. Yazar into the first corner, looking pretty good. Trying to stay on the very, very inside the entire way around. And then into the Suzuka S's. Try and keep your speed as much as possible through here. Otherwise, you'll simply just lose time. Looking pretty good for Yazar. Trying to stay on the very, very inside of each corner. Conserve as much speed as possible. Looking good so far. Dunlop up the hill. Very, very high speed through the entire track here in Suzuka until you get to the very last corner. So drivers are just going to be pushing as much speed as possible. Oh, we do have a reset here, actually. So drivers will have to restart their lap. Unfortunately for Yazar, that was looking like a pretty good lap, huh? But he's going to finish it. He's going to keep driving, get the practice time in while it's open. And you can see him going into hairpin. Ooh, Joka trying to go for a block stop there on the practice lap. Why not? Looks like it worked pretty well for him. A little bit of pack dice there on the entrance to the wide, super wide corners and into Spoon. We'll watch how these drivers do it. Yeah, hit the apex early, sweep out wide, and bring it back in, and we'll finish that up when they come back around there. But we're gonna get a restart here. I'm not sure what the reason was, but whatever the case.
So we're still missing some important drivers. Martinez and my pick, Soda Soaker, not here.
Isn't here.
Also, Life Network, who turned up out of nowhere in China, did nothing in Australia, didn't even show up, but he's also not here.
Well, some notable absences here in Japan, but the drivers who are here will make much advantage of that. So keep an eye out for. Yeah, well, that means you got to take a new pick. You have to choose a new driver. Soda's not here.
Oh man. Let's go Kazinhu. I'm excited to see what this guy does. New signing.
There you go. 2 new signings to be the ones to watch out for Kazinhu on your pick there. But we go again into turn 1. We'll see there's Joka and Crumb behind Yazar trying to get a time faster than him. Although currently as it stands, they're only trying to get into the top 15. That is their goal, because nothing else matters too much more. I have 2 laps to do so if they do scratch a lap, that's okay. I got another one to use, which seems pretty fair, but last year, of course, we had them just do 7-minute times, which usually equated to 3 or even 4 laps. Well, we've cut it in half, only 2 laps per session to get qualifying going a little bit faster. And they go into Signal 1, a little bit high speed on the entrance there, but stayed on track, so no issues for Yazar. Into Hairpin. Oh, honestly, that turn-in looked beautiful from Yazar. Looked really, really good. The drivers behind, there's Crom and Mafiosa coming through. The higher speed segment. Let's take a look back at this Hairpin, see what other drivers are struggling with it. Perhaps ones at the further back of the grid. And looking pretty good. Those 2 guys. Ooh, Mopeki not doing too great. There's Lapis able to jump in. We didn't see him in the pit lane, but he's here.
Taking a spot out of Martinez, Mopeki.
There we go. Mopeki doing Gamer Live in the back of this grid. Also looking pretty good. Let's go back to. It's Yazar. Coming into 130R. I didn't see if he released on the brakes or not. Probably didn't, knowing him. But into the hardest section of this track, the Hairpin. And how is he going to do? Looks pretty good. Joka as well nails it. Crumbcat, Mafiosa. Oh, they're all looking really, really good. Faxio scrapes, though. Oh, big loss for him. Not the best line to use for him, but he's got another lap, and I don't think it was that bad of a lap outside of the corner. So it could get him into the top 15.
First times are coming through.
Mafiosa is the fastest time, actually.
That's pretty quick.
2:54.
Very quick.
Let's get out our scoreboard and see who's in the bottom 15. There you go. Our full leaderboard right there. Excuse me, it's not the top 15. I believe it's top 20. So that will make it in.
Poor lap from Mopeki we talked about. TTG, a poor lap.
Yeah, Mopeki there at the bottom of the leaderboard. FRMOG also not looking great for it. Killer, I see Killer, Dead End, Shelljo, all on the outside of this bubble, trying to get into the top 20. It's quite a lot of drivers that get cut in Q1, simply because we have 33 drivers, and that's just how you got to do it. Every time you add more drivers, yeah, it means that. But hey, that means there's a lot more open spots. You just need to get top 20, right? You just need to get top 20, which is the long ago the simple maximum capacity of FC1, but we've expanded this year to fit 33 drivers, 9 teams. Or 10 teams, I'm sorry.
And you know, that 20 number is interesting because that's like, what, 60% of drivers make it through. But that also means there's 10 drivers who could have scratch laps, both laps. You know, if you screw up both your laps, you're out. There's no hope for you.
Which
this isn't like F1 where you could be a Red Bull and put out a poor lap, still make it through.
Nope.
No.
Well, mistakes are common here when you have to slide on super fast, slippery ice all the time. And we'll see into hairpins we go. That's pretty good. Oh, that's Arthur Herman. He's on a practice lap, I believe. and a few others. So we'll try and keep those out of our sight. The drivers just getting a few practice laps in for FC2 later this morning. And there you go, Mafiosa and Gilo putting in times that don't really impact the standings too much. But we have to be worried of the bottom 15. Shoujo, Dead End, Killer, Furry are all trying to get back in. But there goes Dead End. Dead End was able to get into 16th. Demoniatic into 15th. There we go. Both from them getting out of that top 20. Simon only gets into 19th. He might be cut out here. Shoujo is out of qualifying. Zinhu is only 22nd. I don't think he's finished yet. So
Mopeki's not having a good lap.
Is that everybody? We have Demoniatic still go. I think Demoniatic is still on his
Or
lap.
did he already make it through? Oh, excuse me. He already finished his lap.
I think actually we're gonna have Simon stay in. There's a few drivers on their laps, but I don't. There we go. We do have Figo. He's not driving right now. Demoniatic is still on a lap. There we go. There's TDG as well. So both of them are actually Demoniatic is in, I believe. Yeah, he's 15th, so he'll make it in, but TDG is not. We find him on my
Top 15
leaderboard.
make it in?
Top 20 make it in.
Top 20, yeah. Okay. Yeah, TDG is not making it in. His reserve driver is.
Yeah, Simon.
Next, Simon.
Well, it's between
Pinned
Simon
on
and
20.
TDG. And TDG right now is on a 5/10 improvement.
Oh, gonna bump his teammate
He's gonna
out.
bump his teammate out of qualifying if he gets in. But so
I don't think Simon will be mad. I think
No.
he's happy to be here today.
Hey, 21st. Can't you got 13 drivers behind, so that's not too bad. We know Demoniac will make it in, so that's just a victory lap for him. But TDG coming down the straight into 130R. We'll see if he releases that all. He has he has quite a bit of. He does release just a tiny little bit. Make sure he makes the corner. He doesn't want to mess up his all-important lap that gets him into Q2. Of course, one of the top drivers of 2025, but can't seem to make it done. Demoniatic going for a block stop. He actually makes it. Pretty good stuff from Demoniatic just to show off a little bit. But TDG, here he goes. Down the last corner. Does he have enough to make this into a Q2 appearance? And no, he doesn't. It's only 24th for those two guys. And I think we missed a couple more changes. Simon did get knocked out, as well as Punnings. And another change. That's Lapis coming in. That's going to push Dead End into 21st. And there you go. That is everybody there. So
My pick, Kazunhu, post absence of Soda Soaker, did not make it in.
oh no.
Rookie driver didn't perform as well as we had thought.
So there you go. Unfortunate for quite a lot of people there. It's Ephra MLG. We'll get the full leaderboards once the.
I got it for you. Blue. Ephra MLG didn't make it. F1 Ferret did not make it. NG Main did not make it. Including Mopeki, Columba, who's got the reserve, who just moved to reserve. Dark Robo, Killer Lol, Kazinhu, TTG, Shelljo, Next Simon, Pawnings, and Dead End are the drivers who did not make it through Q1.
Unfortunate for them. That's tough for Squilliams once again. They are really
Two
struggling.
drivers out.
The team has been together. All three of them have been together for about 2 years now, and can't seem to find the pace to keep up with these new squads, heavily rotated squads or anything else. I would say Squilliams is one of the few teams that didn't change the roster much at all since last year, and second place in the standings 2025 can't get out of Q1 except for one driver, Lapis Lettuce. Is going to be the one that will try and keep the dream alive for Squilliams. But we're into Q2, where now only the top 10 make it in. So we'll see
How
how.
for Garana Racing too. Lost 2 drivers in Q1.
All right, well, here we go. Q2 underway. We have 2 laps to use just once again. And this time it's Mafioso that will lead us off, the top driver from Q1. 205 times. So Mafioso going to try and do it again. Simple as that. That's all he needs to do to get into Q2. It will be harder though. Of course, now only 10. We'll move on to the next chapter of our qualifying session. Drivers will go, of course, they're going one by one. They cannot see each other. They are invisible. It's called loneliness mode. So they will not bump into each other, get distracted by other drivers. It's simply too unfair. If we're going to have only 2 laps, and if somebody makes a terrifying mistake and causes you and only you to get bumped, it kind of sucks. So we've removed collisions for qualifying. Make this a little easier, though we do spread them out so you can kind of see what each of them are doing. Went through our first lap. Here we go into Degna 1 and 2. Mafia getting right up to the outside of the corner, just really trying to maximize. The Crumcat doing a much better job. He's actually a little bit too much speed into Degna 2. So a little bit of time lost there for Crumb into Hairpin, and that's Faxio scraping it. Looks like that's Kane as well scraping. Yoshi, we didn't see him too much in the first session, but here he goes, looking pretty good into the Hairpin. So not a good lap for Crumb, or I think it was Kane as well.
Lapis and Demonatic are charging through these players. I expect a good lap out of them.
Here we go. Oh yeah, you can see them going side by side, these two. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Into Spoon, trying to... Yeah, they'll get past Bolt here in a second, I think. Lapis, oh, much better exit compared to Demonatic. See him really widening that gap between them. Just for comparison's sake of course, they don't really know what the time will end up being. Well, down into 130R, a little bit of a tap of release from Lapis, but mostly staying on the gas there. Good for him. And this should be a pretty good lap to keep him into this top 10. As long as he nails this chicane. And yes, he does. Demonatic scrapes, though. Demonatic scrapes the chicane. And that might not be enough to get him into a top 10 time for this first lap. We have another lap to go. But still, your first lap gives you the confidence.
Who topped the leaderboard?
Oh, it's Yezar. No surprise there, Yezar. Back up at the top. Mafio's in second. Joka as well. Crumb, Oinked, Yoshi, Give Me Moments, Rubik, Ikonos, Keep Her Alive in your top 10. Lap is actually just outside of the top 10. Only 11th for him. So he has to nail this lap. Otherwise, he is out. Same with Kane, 32 Gilo, JH Dash, Skibidi Toilet. That's a bunch of drivers. Can't make it down.
Having a major mistake somewhere throughout the lap. Puts him last currently, but I expect he's got more pace than him. But he's also not an experienced driver.
He is pretty experienced compared to some of these newer guys.
True, he's not a rookie by no means, but he needs 1 lap to make it count. He's lost his first lap. He's got to make the second one count.
Oh, absolutely. He does have a top 10 time in the practice sessions. So he knows what it takes. Can he nail it down? Let's actually take a look at what Big Burb is up to right now. He's up, there we go. He's right ahead of Lapis. Lapis is up 4/10, so he's looking good so far. How about Big Burb, though? Down through high-speed section. He's up 2 seconds. So he's on a good lap now. No need to worry so far. Of course, he's got the second half of this lap to go.
I don't know, Blue. If I see big fat green 2 seconds, I start getting nervous.
Oh, it's up to almost 3 seconds now. 2.9 seconds. I mean, he knows that he messed up. It looks like perhaps it was turn 1 or something of the first lap. Lapis actually is dropping down. He's only down to 3/10 up on his time. That's not going to be enough to get into Q2 or Q1. Q3. I always mess it up. So Lapis really, really struggling so far. Might not get into the last qualifying session. He's going to have to do a lot more on the chicane if he wants to get it done. Big Burb, though, still have 2 seconds.
Drivers behind Lapis are doing very well. Everybody's improving in the back. Bolt the Potato especially.
There goes. There's some changes. Faxio gets the fastest time. And we'll see who can get into Lapis. Not enough. Only 14th for him. Big Burb, only 15th. So actually not going to do it for Big Burb. Skilletoletta. Demonatic couldn't get it done. JH Dash, Vicky, and Bolt. Not enough. Game of Moment and Rubik as well. Couldn't get it in to the Q1 session, or into the Q3 session. And so with that underway, that is
That's curious.
your top
Bull
10.
The Potato was on a very good lap for himself. He was up 2 seconds. How does that add up, Blue?
Well,
Sorry, not 2 seconds, half a second.
about half a second. Well, look at his time. He's got a 2:06.9, right? Fastest time was a 2:05.6. So that is 1.3 seconds separating first from 20th. That's hard to do. So it may have looked like a really good time, but it just wasn't good enough to get into the top 10 or even top 19 for that matter. Which may sucks for Bull. It was just really, really competitive in that session. And couldn't get it done. Well,
Apis makes it. That's good for him.
no, he does not.
Oh, it's top 10. My bad.
It's top 10. It's top 10.
Yeah,
He does not make it
15.
in. And Demon
Does
Knight
not
doesn't
make it.
either.
32 Gilo takes the top slot. The last slot, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, we go from after Q3 is top 33 drivers, Q2 is top 20 drivers, and Q1 is top 10. So if you want to think it by tens, you can with the extra 3 in the first session. All right, well, here we go. Top 10. We'll move on to our last qualifying session. They only get 1 lap this time to set the fastest time to get put on pole position. So we'll get a look at who will start in our front row. We have Yezar, Faxio, Mafiosa all setting super fast laps. Kane also in the mix. Joka is sitting right behind Crumb. Gamer Live, Yoshi, owing 32 Gilo. And you can see all the spectators of all the eliminated drivers watching how Q3 is going to roll out here for these top 10 drivers in Suzuka. It's looking pretty familiar to our top fastest times, so maybe practice time does equal qualifying.
We have 2 drivers from Van Wave in this session and 2 from Stake and Carbs, who's kind of going on a battle. I expect this to be, at least, we never know what happens in FC1, but these are the 2 teams to look out for, and they've made themselves known today in qualifying.
Oh yeah, Steak and Carbs just always it's always Mafios and Gila, always getting into really, really they're always in this Q1 session, it seems. Q3 session. There you go. A little shout out there to Slide to Survive in the race control announcements. Of course, the second episode released just a couple days ago. If you haven't gotten the time to go watch those things, it's a fun little watch to see what happened with Sandstorm in the Chinese Grand Prix. So here we go. And of course, their decision to sign Yezar at the end. Here we go. Last session, 1 last lap, and who will set the fastest time? So we'll watch Yezar and Faxio go down into turn 1. Here we go. Fastest times is all that you need to do. And, ooh, a little bit of a interesting turn 1 there from Faxio. Not the fastest. A little bit wider there for Faxio compared to the other drivers as well. Although it doesn't seem to affect his time too much. It's a different style. There's Mafiosa trying to chase down Joka, actually. He's having a good lap so far. Mafiosa doing actually really good. Excuse me, that's Kane right there.
Uh-oh. Is that Mafiosa digging a bump? Or a scrape or something?
No, Mafiosa's not scraping. He's doing... Oh, a little bit there, though. I think he had to release, or perhaps it's on the packed ice for too long on the inside of that corner. But yeah, he's trying to... If he gets past Kane, he's going to look really good for pole position, and he does. He gets past Kane into Digna 1.
I believe
Digna 2.
Mafiosa was ahead of him, no?
No, he was not.
He's behind, okay.
Well, into the hairpin, and oh, there's a big mistake there from Faxio. Goes way too wide of the corner. We see the drivers behind.
Paper Yoshi also making a mistake on that hairpin.
Yeah, Mafio's looking really good so far. Trying to make it down through Spoon. There's Faxio still leading the pack, of course. And I think that's Gilo, who scraped a little bit into Spoon. Going to put him to the back of the grid. Most likely. And down into the last couple of corners. We'll see what they do into 130R. As the first one to go in is Faxio. And then it's Yezar. Anyone going to scrape here? Doesn't look like in our top crew here. And into the hairpin. We'll watch Faxio hairpin. Takes the block stop. It looks like they're all trying to get as far deep on the inside as possible, and they all seem to nail the chicane there. It's gonna get really close. I don't really know who's gonna take this one. Yazar got quite a bit of distance on Faxio in that chicane there, and it will be Yazar for now, Mafiosa for now, actually. And I think it's gonna go Mafiosa's way. Yes, we did see that. Oh, super quick there at the qualifying session at the end there.
Very tight.
Very, very tight. Take a look at that. 2:05.5 is the fastest time. Only less than a second separates your top 10. So 2:06.4 is Kane's time there. That's pretty impressive.
For anybody who's watching FC1 for the first time, this is what you expect. You have 10 drivers within a second in Minecraft. Like, the amount of time these guys put into this stuff is immense, and it shows.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, if you've ever gone onto the frostx.com server and done some quick races, those races, they're certainly drivers who could just gap people, right? These are those drivers, and when they get paired against each other, well, it doesn't look like any of them are like dominant, but put them against the other, the FC2 guys, or some guys from the Tiny League, any random quick racer from Frostx, and they will quickly show you why they are so good. Similar to if you've maybe seen those drivers of those videos of F1 drivers getting in go-kart tracks and racing against random people on their track, and they just seem to somehow be so much faster no matter what. Same way with these guys, except they're all being paired with each other, and it looks so easy. It looks so easy from Mafiosa and whatnot. He's like he said in chat, I scraped twice. Where did he say that?
I've seen Oinked lots of times on the quick races, and man, if that guy's behind you, he's gonna get past you. There's no hope for you. He's gonna get past you, and he's gonna win that race just about every time.
Yeah. Mafiosa didn't like that lap, but it's pole position. There you go. Pretty funny for Mafiosa. So we have 2 minutes until our race starts, and if you're new, we will have about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes of racing with 2 mandatory pit stops. You can see a bunch of drivers already practicing the pit lane entrance because it is quite hard to do. You have to go to the pit lane at least twice during the race just to fulfill the requirement. See, they have to go all the way through here and into one of these pit stops. Usually they go through their own teams. I know I'm in it right now, but it's about, from what I've heard, people were saying it's about 33-second plus the pit stop time. Because once you go into the pit lane, you'll do a little mini game. It looks like this. It's not set up for Japan. It's still on Shanghai's. There's Crumbcat doing it right now. You can see him clicking. You have to click these little things just like this, and then you're done. Of course, that was a horrible time, but people can get it done in usually about 3 seconds is the average, and then you leave as fast as possible, just like a pit stop. Of course, we'll see some drivers try and get it under 2 seconds. Oh, what the heck. Everyone falling from the sky there. And then you leave. 33 seconds is the delta there, and of course each team will have a team advisor, or they should have a team advisor, on in their team call, flying over the sky, similar to what we're doing actually, and watching drivers, time differences between drivers, where they'll end up if they pit, and when it's beneficial to of course, finding a window or shutting down a driver trying to undercut everybody. Especially in that first lap, it's very important on where you end up. If you pit or not, and how much clean air will you get. It's about 50-50, I'd say, of drivers who pit on the first lap so they can get some clean air ahead of them. And if you're in a better half, then it will be a lot better race for you. Race starts are so important here in FC1, especially on a high-speed check like this where it might be a little bit of a trouble to overtake. Of course, it is always possible to overtake. I think turn 1 is a good spot. Through the hairpin here is another good spot. Just don't get bumped. Watch Fax, you'll get a couple race laps in before we set up the main heat here, as it says.
Hey, Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the last 2 races, we have yet to have a repeat podium.
Yeah, I noticed
Nobody
that.
has gotten a second podium in the 2 races we have so far. Today, Mafiosa takes pole.
Yep.
And obviously he won in Australia. But then we don't see any other podium achievers except for It's Izar, who's in 5th. That's
There you
it.
go. Do we
Out
spin
of
a
all
wheel?
our 6
Oh,
podium players,
yeah, we gotta
only
spin the
2
wheel.
are on the top 10.
We forgot to spin the wheel, gang. So let's pull that up. There we go. Wheel of names. I
Just
completely forgot. I'm
subscribe.
sorry, Satomini and all the drivers. We'll quickly spin the wheel while everyone's sitting on the grid, and we'll let everybody listen into the call. Hello, everybody. We're spinning the wheel. Here we go. Of course, if you don't know what this is, the 1 in 8 chance for us to get a reverse grid where Mafios will be put on the very, very back of the grid. And I believe Volt into the front. So here we go. Click to spin the wheel, and we will do so. 1 in 8 chance to reverse the entire grid order, and it looks like it's going to be a normal grid once again. So
Yeah, I thought so.
lucky for Mafiosa and other drivers in the
Sorry
front
to
of the
you
grid.
reverse grid enjoyers.
Normal. Cool.
All right.
There's some of you out there. I
Some
know
of you
you
want
are.
it. Some of you want it. All right, well, here we go. Let's run down our starting grid. Mafiosa on top, one of the few race winners so far. Paper Yoshi in the second position there. Second row, Gabriel Live trying to make things work. Crumbcat, who won last year, only in 4th position this time around. Yezar, a driver to watch out for, into 5th position. Oinked, lead Alpig driver, trying to make more points for him to get away from Grana Racing. Joka's 7th position. 30 Gilo in 8th. 56 Faxio in 9th position. Kane in 10th. Gaming Moment in 11th. Rubik in 12th. Iconos in 13th. Lapis Lettuce in 14th. The lead School Games driver trying to make some more points out of his team's sufferings. Big Burb into 15th. Scooby Toletta. Demon Addict. Bolt Potato into the next row there. 18th for him. JH Dash. Vicky. Dead End Punnings for, I believe, the lead driver for Quackdron right now. Next, Simon. Show Joe. New driver, new signing. Those 2 guys couldn't make it work this time around. Kazinhu, Killer Lol, Dark Robo, Columba, Mopeki, and NG Main, F for MOG, and Fur in the very, very back of the grid. Unfortunately for him and his Quadrant team, he'll be starting 33rd in this race. Only way up for him is the only way to go is up, or I guess stay in the back. We'll see though. Well, he'll probably move up some positions, and the grid is loaded and ready to go. And it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's lights out. Foots the floor here in Japan for Suzuka and Mafiosa, Paper Yoshi, Gabriel Live, Crumbcat, Oinked, and Yezar trying to make things into turn 1. And there's a big wide gap trying to make room for Yezar. Oinked, I think, just got bumped there, losing so many positions. 11th for him. Big loss in turn 1 for the Alpig driver. Mafiosa still on this P1. Yoshi and Gabriel Live gonna fight him for P2 right now. I think Gabriel Live's gonna release a little bit, actually. Yes, there he goes. He's gonna take some time off to make sure he doesn't run into the back of Mafiosa the same way that Oink did. So safety first for Gabriel Live. Behind him, Crumbcat and Joka battling. Although Oink is trying to make his room back. Look at that. You can see him right there. He's already up into 9th again. 3-way tandem, 56 Faxio, Gaming Moment, and Kane.
Mr. Chirp Chirp taking a rough start on the first couple turns.
Big Burb.
Big Burb, that is. Mr. Chirp Chirp Big Burb.
So Oink already off to a bad start. Trying to make things work once again to get back up to at least his starting grid position into the hairpin here. 3-way tandem still going at it. Faxio, Game Moment, and Kane.
Mopeki again, also having a rough start in the back. Dropping all the way to P30.
But quite a gap in this. These first 3 drivers are already gapping the rest of the field. There's Mafiosa, 4/10 up ahead of Yoshi, who's already a second up on Gabriel Live. And then we have the battle of Crumb and Joka. And then, give me a moment, to Kane and Faxio still going at it. Looks like Oink was able to dispatch Yezar. Unfortunately for him, into 10th for Yezar.
More rough starts from Squilliams.
Oh, big scrape there. That's Kane, Crumbcat, Game Moment, and Yezar all getting bumped there. Punnings. Great start for him. Into 11th there. Lapis Lettuce as well. Good start for him. Now these 3 are the ones battling Punnings. Amazing start. And we'll see who goes into the pit lane. It's Crumbcat, the only driver in the top 10, it looks like, who's going to enter the pits. So early stop for him. And this front 2 are already just gapping the rest of the field. Faxio and Joka is battling. Wait, had such a big bump in the opening lap. Got all the way down to 11th. And he instantly, within the first lap, is already back up to 6th position. So Oink is doing really, really good so far, despite the mistake there at the beginning. Really making it work. And it looks like there's another bump there from Punning's 10th position back down for him. For her.
Sorry to tell you, Blue, but your Schoolyum drivers are not doing very well. TTG's doing okay, but both Iconos and our reserve driver, Next Simon, both fell off.
Iconos
towards
is
the
not
back.
a Schoolyum's driver.
Sorry.
It's
Blue
Lapis
team.
Lettuce. Lapis Lettuce is their second
You're right,
driver in
you're
the
right.
standings. He's in 8th position
Lapis
right
is
now.
doing
Doing
very
pretty
well.
good. We watch Oink trying to chase down back up to his qualifying position. But Joker
Sorry,
and
buddy. This
Faxio-
is a lot of new teams for me, too.
Joka and Faxio into the hairpin still. Although Joka is trying to make a gap here just a little bit. And drivers have pretty much all single filed themselves out except for these two, Joka and Faxio. We keep moving forward on lap 2. We have 14 laps, which seems pretty short, but of course they're 2-minute lap times, so we'll see. Each and every time they cross across the pit lane, there's a higher and higher chance that one of them will go in. For now, they are satisfied, trying to duke it out and one up the other into 130R. Who's gonna be later on the brakes here? We'll see. Who's not gonna brake at all? It's like neither of them do actually. As they go into, man, the confidence both these drivers have in the 130R is impressive. So, what if you guys, if you ever get the chance, drive this track and try and do 130R flat out, all right, and see how it works out for you. These guys can do it every lap, no problem, even when someone's breathing down their neck. And Joka, Faxio, still side by side after the chicane as well. Keep moving forward. And no pits except for, it looks like some pits from Shoujo, Kinzinhu further back in the grid there. Mafiosa still leading this pack. He is the championship leader, looking for his second win of the season. It's working so far. Working so far for him. Of course, we've seen some alternative pit strategies do some real damage to front runners.
You say that, Blue, but I mean, we still have time to go, but it's brave, I know, but Chromcat pitting lap 1, he's pretty wide open at the moment.
Yeah, let's take a look at what Chrome is up to. He was in the front group, and he looks like in a freeze position right now. He's 20th position with that pit stop, but as long as he doesn't
There's
get
nobody
caught
in
up,
front of him.
as long as he doesn't catch up to too many people at the same time and doesn't get stuck behind somebody, he can really put on some pace against Mafiosa, who's currently gapping the rest of the field, by the way. Already up 3 seconds. Paper Yoshi, who's moved into second. Paper Live as well, another 3 seconds. So back to our dynamic duo. Faxio and Joka in 4th and 5th. And they're doing pretty good. Behind Game Moment and Kane are also side by side. Out of Spoon there. These two are just right next to each other. Only 200 separate them right now. And they're going to be the ones going to 130R now. We did have, I think, the Legendary 7. I don't think was racing today, but they say disconnected. So, oh, big scrape there. That's Kane. Pushing too hard is going to get Lapis caught up in action. That's another overtake for Punnings. And she is off into 9th place now. Good job for her. She hold on to it as 30 Hijilo and Lapis and Yezar trying to get back into that top 10. Being held off by Punnings there. Lapis Lettuce going to go for an earlier pit. See if he can get it going from a different pit strategy. Yeah, it must suck to get bumped by somebody going too fast into 130R. And you're the one to pay the price for it. So Lapis has no more patience behind Kane and will take his business elsewhere. Which leaves the only battle right now between Joka and Faxio. And well, we can see a little poke in from those two guys to the 15th spot. JH Dash into 14th. Killua, we didn't really see him at all during the qualifying session. It was into 13th now. These two are still going at it.
Big Burb heading into the pits for his first. Or, excuse me, I think second, actually.
Second pit stop for Big Burb.
Second pit stop.
Yeah, I mean, you have a bad start. I can see a risky and maybe a little bit crazy of a strategy to use both your pits in the first 4 laps of a race. And yeah, completely different strategy. Maybe it'll work. We'll see. These two, even after 4 laps, they have not moved away from each other since the opening turn. And yeah, we go back over the bridge again, and Faxio and Joka. None of them have chosen the pit, so they both think they can win this one. Into 130R, no scraping there. They both do it just the same. Man. The consistency between these two drivers. They're actually, I think they're starting to reel in Gabriel Live a little bit while battling each other. Oh, a little bit too close to the edge there. Faxio almost scraped needlessly, but he makes it work. Maximizing the exit of the corner into the first one.
Our first big name into the pits after Crumbcat, it's Yezar. Going to his pit lane.
Yeah.
See how he comes out in front of Crumbcat or not.
Yeah, there he is. Going through the dirty pit. No, he shouldn't have yet. So through the pit lane, he'll have to stop at his pit box. There he goes. He's going to pit into Corona Racing's.
Crumbcat coming around the last corner now.
So
Just past the pit lane entrance.
2.4. JH Dash behind. 2.2, a little bit faster from JH Dash. And there's Crumb there. Of course, the leader of the one pit strategy. And it will work for him. Let's open up our full scoreboard so you can see where Crumb and these two exactly are. And there goes Kazinhu getting past Yezar as well. Oh, he does scrape though. On turn 1, and it's going to give the position to Yezar, unfortunately for him. Has Joka been able to... No, they're still... lap 5 now. And they are put together like glue.
Well, we're 5 laps in, Blue. How's our drivers to watch doing?
Well, Soda's not here.
Well, Soda's not here. You're right. I've switched allegiances.
and Yezar, he's trying a different strategy. He did have a little bit of a I believe it was Kazin who actually had the mistake. So you know, we'll see what he ends up. He has a different strategy. He looks pretty open. This one pit strategy seems to work pretty well, and Crumb is also still in a good spot as well. So this one pit strategy that's early on is looking pretty good. It may bite them later, but for now, the drivers on this one pit strategy look pretty good.
I'm gonna keep my eye on Kazinhu. He's a rookie driver, yeah, but he's done very well in FC2. Just got signed to his new team, and he's doing very well. He came out of the pit lane, as you guys saw, just in front before making his mistake in front of Yezar, who's a very good driver. Yeah. So, once he buffs out these mistakes, I can see himself doing very well at his time in FC1.
Yeah, guy is a master of overtaking, I'll tell you that. He's a master of overtaking when you have so many, podiums in FC2. You kind of have to know how to overtake slower drivers. So when he gets up to a back marker, or perhaps a driver slower than him, he will be the first one to make a move. And we'll see what he can do.
News for him is he's got open air. So yeah. Is that a good thing for him? Does he want drivers to pass, or does he rather stay out in the clean air?
Oh, anyone would ever want.
Anyone picks the clean air, right? But maybe he hasn't had the experience of the clean air. Who knows?
All right. Well, in other leagues, I'm sure he has experience. Back up to this battle here, Joka and Faxio. It's lap 6 now, and they are still separated by 200s. These two could not get away from each other. I don't think I've seen battles that last this long. I mean, we're on lap 6 now, right? Each lap is 2 minutes. This is a 12-minute. They've been together for 12 minutes. Like, oh, well, there you go. It's gone now, though. Faxio goes a little too hot into 130R. And He has lost it. Oh, well, at least we got to see it. Unfortunately for him, he's going to go into the pit lane for it too. Yeah, no surprise there. He can't seem to get away from Joka, so how is he going to overtake him? There you go, Faxio. Into the pit lane. Yeah, he's punching himself for that one. Oh, too fast, the 130R. Somebody had to brake. And, well, there you go, Faxio was the one to get broken there. We'll see how he does into the pit lane, into the Van Wave pits for him, of course. 2.62 seconds, pretty good. We'll see how he comes out compared to the other one-stop gang, and behind them is Kane. There he is. At 3.1 seconds, a little bit slower than Faxio's. There's Columba, not to drive around any pit strategy right now. And I think Faxio is going to come out ahead of any other one pitters. Yes, he does. Crumcat. Early pit stop, and it didn't seem to work too well. Although he did get past Kane. So there's one overtake done for Crumb with the undercut. And yeah, now he's gonna try and chase down Faxio, who's now fully separated on the other side of the track from Joka. But it's not all over for Joka. He, in a moment, has been able to get within a hunting distance of Joka. Separated by only a second now. Up the newly half-slabbed hills. New addition to not only just Suzuka, but also FC1 in general. Half slabs to make driving up and down slopes a little bit smoother. And, of course, altering the physics between drivers as well. Because our step height is lower, means bumping is more common than just jumping over people. Which we love to see more action. There's a little bit of a scrape there on 130R. Drivers starting to break, and Joka is the one to scrape now. You can see him there getting passed by Gaming Moment. So, people are starting to lose their confidence with 130R. Or maybe they're having too much confidence. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe they're like, okay, I've driven 7 laps, and I feel confident that I can go through 130R without braking. And then they do it. And then they mess it up. Perhaps that's what happened with Joka, who's now in the pits. Actually, let's see. They both made a similar mistake, Joka and Faxio. We'll see if Joka comes out 2.39 seconds, very similar to Faxio's. His mistake was also very similar. A scrape on 130R is the same mistake Faxio made just 1 lap ago. We'll see. I'm curious to see if they will end up once again together, this time in, looks like going to be 12th position. And there's Faxio now. I think Faxio had a better break, and yeah, Faxio will now lead over Joka. So even though the mistakes have played a big role in their battle, it's going to be Faxio, because and Crumb actually also gets ahead of Joka there. So Crumb still looking pretty good in terms of a top 5 position. Of course, he won here last year, so he knows how to win this race. And this is the way he's going to do it. Still, though, Mafiosa. I mean, he's
doing well.
He's gapped even
just
more.
now caught up to some back markers. The first one just ahead of him. And at the end of the straight right now is the next grouping of them. But I say so far his pit strategy has done very well. Staying out in front. Yeah, no one to bother him out here yet.
No, although he is catching up to, is that Furret? Yes, it is. Furret is the one he's going to have to try and overtake here if he wants to keep his 6.3 second gap. And actually, he's going to go over for a pit. He doesn't want to overtake Furret, and it's going to be a pit lane for him. Going to give Paper Yoshi the lead of this race, assuming he doesn't pit.
Blue, would you have pitted there?
I mean, I
You have one driver ahead of you.
Yeah.
You are literally a machine, as Mafiosa tends to be, and then there's an open gap ahead of you.
Well, I think we'll see where he ends up after this pit stop, by the way, a 3.7. So actually a pretty dang slow pit stop for Mafiosa. But if he finds himself in a good gap, which looks like he actually will be, although, no, here comes Demonatic. So, and Killer Lol. Okay, I think if he has a team advisor, I think his team advisor would have seen maybe this gap here and wanted him to take it. But I think I'd rather try and overtake Furret than try and overtake Killer.
And then Demon Addict.
And then Demon Addict, yeah. I think I'd rather see that happening. You have 6 seconds, gap to the rest, to Paper Yoshi in second. I think I would have stayed out in front, especially if I knew Killer was the one I'd be behind. Truth be told, I personally do not like being behind Killer. He's consistent, but also sporadic. It's very strange, this guy. Not fun to be behind, I'll tell you that, though. So many races have ended in poor taste when you get stuck behind Killer. And Mafiosa in that position right now. See if he can make a move on Killer. But yeah, I don't think I would have pit there. If maybe he didn't know, maybe he doesn't have a team advisor, but and perhaps that late pit stop wasn't planned out enough. Perhaps if he did it faster, he would have been ahead of Killer. But even still, that would have been unnecessarily tight, I think, for Mafiosa to try and run at him for. I mean, I don't know. I guess
It's a risk for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe just felt like it,
maybe he just felt like
I
he would
imagine
ride.
Mafiosa has no team advisor. He's just jamming some tunes and just enjoying himself out there. I don't think he has anybody, but I may be mistaken.
They don't have a team advisor listed. I will say in their team roster, though usually people just ask someone random to do it.
Oh, he's going for pit 2.
Second pit stop.
Whoa, this is really brave.
That is brave. Burning both your pit stops. Yeah, okay. I don't think he does have a team advisor because I don't think I would have. I think this pit stop wasn't planned. This second pit stop definitely wasn't planned for Mafiosa. I think he saw, oh shoot, I'm behind Killer and then Demon Addict. There's going to be tough chances of passing them without losing 6 seconds of time to Paper Yoshi, and so I'll have to bite my losses and just go for the second pit now. So 2 pits for Mafiosa. Yeah, with, I mean, we are getting down to the closer ends of this race here. There's only 4 laps to go for him. So it's not the worst thing to do it. But, yeah, Mafiosa is going to come out right behind Iconos into 16th position here. And we'll see more and more drivers starting to use the pit stop. Paper Yoshi and Oink back up to second place. Granted, he didn't pit yet, so there's quite a lot of drivers in between him and Paper Yoshi, considering there's 10 seconds time between them. But that massive mistake, he's done a very good job. Not all mistakes are your fault, and I don't think that first that turn 1 for Oink was his own mistake. But he's certainly bouncing back from it, which is good to see. The guy is very emotionally connected to his position. We take behind the scenes here. We have a 5-minute break between FC1 and FC2, and he jumps on it and starts screaming about whatever happened during his race when he doesn't have a good time, and he's very emotionally connected to what he gets, and so to have him bounce back, stay calm, confident, and move up the positions. Currently sitting second position, as it stands, is good news for him to keep his cool in, and doing a great job at doing so. Killalow now in the pits. We'll see how he does. He might get out in front of Mafio's there. TDG behind him.
How ironic would
also
that be?
pits. Oh, yeah. That is something they could easily do, and we'll see drivers, especially if they're battling for, each other in the lead. We'll see a driver, pit immediately after, a lap after, and see if it's enough to stay in front to burn both their pit stops for the sake. Let's take a look at what he does. I'm just curious. Let's go low, exiting the pit lane past a bunch of the. There's JH Dash. Coming
Mafiosa's
through.
coming down the street now. I think he'll get ahead. Yeah, luckily he'll get ahead.
Yeah, Mafiosa does get ahead there, just barely. 1 lap of pace is enough, and there goes. There's a little scrape there from Killer. Maybe cover for trying to bit to get in front of Mafiosa again. I mean, there's always an ulterior motive. Killer trying to slow him down. I'm not sure why. What team is Killer on? He's on team is he on right now? Oh, he's for Pelican. Oh, maybe
Well-
that's why. Maybe he's trying to block Mafiosa from getting any more points because, of course, his teammate Martinitis, who isn't here today, doesn't want Mafiosa to have any points.
Currently, Paper Yoshi, who's got 0 pits. Okay, he doesn't go it. He's got 1 driver ahead of him. So now is the time to put in the laps. He's made a good pit call. I don't think he has anybody in front of him since the beginning of the race.
No.
He's got to put in this time, and if he does, if he does, and other drivers make mistakes, I could see himself making a podium very easily.
Yeah, I wonder how much time was lost due to kill from Mafiosa. It's got to be a lot of time if Paper Yoshi wants to make a move on him with the different pit strategy. It's going to be hard, I'll tell you that. But with such a, Suzuka is one of the longer tracks, 2 minutes per lap, which means drivers are separated out a lot more. There's less action, and for Paper Yoshi, almost none, except for the first couple turns. So Paper Yoshi's just been, driving his pace, doing pretty good, trying to, although Oink is chasing him down. He's dropped it down to 9.4 seconds. So, but still, no problem for Yoshi. He is catching up to, I believe that's Furret up there. Take a look. Yes, it is. So if he pits now before Furret gets in his way, then he might have a race where little action goes on, which, unfortunate for us in the broadcasting, we always want to see people overtaking, making battles, but the drivers don't want that. They want clean air, fast laps, and wins. That's what they want. Unless you're Killalo, who tries to pit and brake in front of Mafiosa. Well, maybe not brake. He doesn't. Of course, we're not allowed to purposely bump people, but you can get in their way. You can change your pit strategy to stay in front of them. We'll see what Yoshi does here. He does have to pit, so yeah, he will into the pit lane. We're reaching the last couple laps here. With 14 laps, it means you have to pit on lap 12 and 13. So he should be entering now. Yep, there he goes. And Oinked and then Demoniac will do the same. We'll see where they end up compared to the rest of the field. There's FMOG coming by. There's Oinked right there. Coming through. And there's the gap separating your second and third place drivers, which might lose possession to Gaber Live even, who...
He's a ways back. He's coming through 130R now.
Ooh. Yeah, he might be too far back there, although they're still only halfway through the pit lane. Yoshi at 3.2 seconds. Only 3.5 seconds, both very slow times for the pit stop. And here comes Yoshi coming out, and looks like he's going to be ahead of Gaber Live.
He's coming down the straights now.
I think he's going to gap Oink. Yep,
there he goes.
Does get ahead of Oink's position. Crumb does as well. So Oink not the furthest behind Crumb. He does get in front of Gaming Moment though, which is good for Oink. And there's Yazar as well. So we can see the positions are slowly filtering themselves together. Although most drivers except for Mafiosa and the drivers who are currently in the pit, Demoniac, Joka, and Punnings, are the only drivers who have completed 2 pit stops. So that means everyone's going to enter the pit lane in this top 10, except for Mafiosa.
It's going to be a wild ride through that pit lane this lap.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they are all pretty separated, so there won't be too much chaos, except for maybe Gaming Moment and Oink. There might be some action there in the pit lane. But for people like Yoshi, Gaber Live, Crumb, not going to be too much of an issue in the pit lane. It just means everyone behind them will also be pitting. So I think Yoshi knows he's looking at a P2, maybe P1. Gamer Live is looking at a P2, maybe, or a P3, maybe P2.
I don't know if he'll make a podium. He's got to put in the work.
Yeah, there was quite a gap there, huh? We'll see in 1 lap's time as Yoshi goes through Spoon once more. 2 laps to go here. Mafiosa, we believe to be leading this race. with 2 pit stops and in 10th position. He's not too far behind the rest of the field. And you can see the gaps are pretty small between a lot of these drivers. He's currently stuck behind at Konos. On a different pit strategy. That might slow him down. We'll see. So here we go. The chicane looks pretty good. Drivers have had little issues on the track as of yet late. So they seem to have fixed their problem with 130R. And there goes Yoshi, Gamer Live, not too much separated than there's Crumb into the pit lane. Owing to right behind, we'll see Gaming Moment right behind him. Actually, no, it's Yazar is what behind. Did we miss Gaming
Here's
Moment?
the moment of truth. Oh, Mafiosa messes up on just before the chicane.
Ooh,
I don't know if it'll be enough. Here he goes into
think-
the chicane now.
I think it'll be plenty enough. Yoshi has just completed the pit stop, 2.9 seconds. And
It's quick, but
it's under 3 seconds. Actually, hold on a minute there. Where is Mafiosa?
he's just crossing the straight line or finish
Here
line
comes
now.
Yoshi. And yeah, just barely ahead Mafiosa is. There's quite a speed difference between them. And
Yeah, Paper Yoshi wondering the same thing. He is way closer than he thought he would be to Mafiosa.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is
Not
the closest
enough.
it's been since the opening laps for the lead.
So unfortunately for Yoshi, it wasn't enough. And the rest of the drivers felt themselves. Chromcat might have a move on Gabriel Lai. Let's take a look at Chrome.
There's a battle going on for 11th. Rubik and Ponings are real close together. Oh, there he goes. Rubik
Rubik
just
trying
now
to get
passing
ahead of her.
Ponings.
So yeah, side by side for the 11th position with Kazinhu right behind them. Kazinhu not doing too bad after that race, after qualifying. Up into 13th for him, pretty good. Same with Bolt. Bolt into 15th. I believe he finished qualifying in like 22nd, and up to 15th for him as well. So good races for those two drivers. These two still battling it out. 2 seconds separates the top two. It might not look like there's a gap for Yoshi to get ahead of Mafiosa, of course, with only 2 turns to go. And we'll watch Mafiosa take one last time through the chicane. Nails it like he did every other lap this race. And well, a simple race strategy, simple pace, and simple speed. Mafiosa is the one to win the Japanese Grand Prix for 2026. First 2-time winner in 2026. Yoshi takes second position. In third, we have Gamer Live coming in. Crumbcat comes through for 4th position. 5th position is Oinked after that mistake. And early in the lap, Joka, Faxio, still very close, those two. Yazar, 32 Gilo. Gaming Moment. Another seconds goes Rubik, then Punning. So Rubik wins that battle there at the end. Kazinhu, JH Dash, Bowls Potato. Your top 15 in just a couple seconds there. Iconos in 16th. Demonatic. Here comes Skibby Toletta just ahead of Lapis Lettuce. Very, very close between those two. Top 20 will be left with Killer Lol. Mopeki, those two guy. Next Simon. 23rd for him. I think I'll be happy with that one. Dead End. NG Main. Vicky. These drivers, man. They're so quick. There's
So quick.
Ficky. There's Ficky.
I got some news for you,
Columba,
Blue.
then Ficky. Furret. What's up?
Garana Racing has just updated their driver order
Well, they
before
won't.
the race. Must have been. I don't know. We'll have to check. But Gamer Live just got put up from reserve into the 3rd slot.
That was.
Lucky for them, Gamer Live is 3rd.
I think they might have done that just now, which we know they can't do that. We'll take a
They
look.
can't do. Okay.
Well, what we do is we take the version history. It's a Google sheet that they use to order their roster, And
Yeah, I'm not sure when they did it, but that is since I last looked, it has been updated, and that was before the race. So some point they switched it.
A lot
Either
of
very
teams do.
fortunate or very unfortunate.
A lot of times, team owners will often try and do that. It doesn't work because we timestamp from the time of race start, which is 10 o'clock Pacific time. We'll take the newest update before that time to use as our listings. But yeah, well, here we go. The race is been concluded. We have our podium celebration in just a second here. And then right after, don't go anywhere. We have FC2, 100 drivers will take this field next. And it is a fantastic scene to watch FC2 unfold on a fast track like Suzuka. Where we have championship leader Ferrari and his Fox Ferrari team winning both of the first 2 races. Can he make a three-peat in a perfect 450 points in the first 3 races of the season? Or will it be turned over to Garana Juniors? We'll have to see. So don't go anywhere for that. We have podium celebration and then FC2 after that. But Mafiosa, excellent drive for him. I mean, no issues there. This is the type of driving we see from Mafiosa. We saw him do very similar things at the beginning of last season as well. We couldn't compete towards the end. Mafiosa, once again, on top of this podium. Can we get a TP at A? The race is over. I don't feel bad TPing at everyone here, you know. We'll do it.
We
Boom.
do see a good showing from.
I don't care. Can we get two? They're already up there.
We do see a good showing from Alpig. Back in it, a little rough from the beginning. Couple races. Chromcat and Oink taking 4th and 5th. Good from them. Good to see him back. Doing good.
All right, well, there you go. Pull the champagne and celebrate our winners.
You want
Who invited Bro to the podium?
Bro,
Tied into somehow on the
both that
podium.
guy saying me and Mafiosa won this
my bad.
race.
Here, I'm gonna TP you up again. I just don't trust, bro. There you go.
Yoshi!
Yay! Wait, I need to be in creative so I can spam my snowballs.
I think I got hostage
place.
Oh my god.
We love Van Wave. We love Van Wave.
Can everyone hop on the stream? I have 1 viewer.
Wait, what stream? What stream?
All right, well, let's get our interviews
I don't
underway.
have donations on, unfortunately. Yeah, I haven't unlocked.
So,
y'all can help me get unlocked donations, guys.
can we
if
quiet
y'all
down
watch the streams.
for a second so we can get some interviews
Yoshi.
underway?
Okay. I got you.
Yoshi. All right, Gamer
What?
Live. 3rd place finish for you. An excellent, I think maybe unexpected podium for you. So, walk me through your race. Walk me through your race and what you expected going into it and where you ended up.
Being completely honest, I did not expect to get top 3. Like, I didn't practice that much. I was only able to practice yesterday. But when I got P3 in the quali and was able to like maintain it through the first few laps, I knew I had a chance, and like I ended up finishing 3rd place. I'm really happy. Like, everything went right. I'm all in this race, so like it was basically perfect. I didn't make any major mistakes. So
Very good job. And we have to ask, because we noticed this, you were reserve starting this race, but somebody at some point moved you to a main team spot. Were you going into this race as a reserve or a main driver?
Like we discussed this earlier in the week with the Guarana members.
Mhm.
I thought I was going as a reserve, but last second Efra had a problem with his PC, so Joka changed it last second.
This was before race start, though, right?
Yeah, it was before quali start. Yeah.
Okay, good. That is good.
I have
That
it
is
on
good to
stream,
know.
by the way. Like we were discussing it on stream. I can show you if necessary.
Now we have timestamps. Don't worry. But we want to make sure that you did earn points for your team with this podium, and it looks like you have. So congratulations. Good
Okay.
change there from you and your team to make sure you earn those points. 3rd place for Gamer Live. Paper Yoshi.
Hi.
Hi. Second
Hi.
place for you. You basically led this. Once Mafiosa pit, you led the entire race. Didn't seem to have really any
No.
competition.
That's
You just-
in like 14 lap time trial session.
So were you worried? Were you trying to chase down Mafiosa? Were you just trying to hold your position? Like, walk
I
me
was
through.
not trying to chase down Mafiosa. but pretend I was close the whole way through. But I was basically just trying to mess up, and yeah, I didn't really. And then Gabe was behind me the whole time, so I was like, oh yeah, still, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, yeah, I know, not the most exciting race for you, but points is points for you and Van Wave. So
Yeah, that's W.
hopefully, and I believe
Yay,
you
Van
will.
Wave.
With that finish, we'll move you into move Van
P2?
Wave into P2. Yep.
That's cool.
So you'll be chasing down second carbs next, of course, which is what you tried to do today, and couldn't make it done, unfortunately.
Just okay, yeah, pretty much. Can we get this guy up here?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. All right, and then Mafioso, does he have? Oh yeah, he's here. All right.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to Paper Yoshi streams these, right? You stream these races?
I'm streaming right now, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Paper Yoshi. Congratulations, second place. Mafiosa, winner of this race, and with a dominant and exciting fashion. Walk me through your race.
Yo.
Yo.
Hello, guys.
Why is it dominant if you won by 2 seconds?
Well, explain. Well, you were 6 seconds ahead for most of that, except problems with Killer, it seems like.
No, it was Iconos most likely, but Killer as well. Yeah. First I was behind Killer after the first pit. So I decided to pit second time and I was behind Iconos. And I was blocked for like 6 laps or more. And bumped like heavily, massively. Because there was, I don't know if it was server lag or something, or his, but he lagged and I got bumped.
Unfortunate, but well, you're able to recover and still show with the fastest lap, fastest pace, and well, fastest time to finish the race.
I tried to do fastest lap sub 0.5, but
Dude,
I didn't get a lot of
I'm the only one without
occasions to do that because of the Iconos. But yeah, I did all of this, so it's good.
Well, congratulations.
It had a happy end, you know.
Yeah, happy ending. Congratulations, the first driver to get 2 podiums and 2 wins here. We'll keep you on top of the standings, Mafiosa. You are the driver to beat now. How does that feel going into Bahrain?
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, to stay on the top till the end of the season. So, yeah, it definitely feels good.
Well said, well said. Well, congratulations once again, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time for Bahrain. Of course, we are racing there.
Radio check. Let's go.
All right. Well, there you go. There's a little word from our podium for FC1. Anything left for you to say, Gold, before we wrap things up for FC2? He seems to be muted. I understand. Well, it does come to a conclusion of FC1 in here. Japan. Oh my gosh. It's been an hour. In Japan, don't go anywhere. We have FC2 coming up in 5 minutes time. And of course, we are racing 1 week from now, where we will go to Bahrain, which, to be clear, is happening here in the Minecraft world. There is no war in Minecraft Bahrain, or in Minecraft Middle East. So we are racing over there in 2 weeks time. So 5 minutes time, we will go to FC2. We will see you then. And thank you, Gabriel, for the raid. Welcome back to the stream, and it's FC2's turn to take a crack at this track here in Suzuka, Japan. We've had an amazing race in FC1, but this time we fill the grid with 100 drivers. Currently 75 are signed up right now. And if you wanted to join us, of course, you always can. We start in 10 minutes time. That's the wrong button. We will be racing here in Suzuka on the event.frostex.com server. You need a Java 1.21 and up. And of course, you also need open boat utils as well for this elevated track. Mark, you just raced in FC1 and walk me through what are the problems of this track that drivers need to be aware about when they drive with 100 other people.
Okay, well, this time around, you cannot step over the drivers just like you could sometimes in the pit stops, because we only have slab step ups now. And something about the track is that this track in particular is super thin and super long for most of the times, and it's such a technical speed track that's just so easy to mess up in. And that's basically my what I think about driving the track after racing FC1. So all I can say is just to wish the best of luck to, well, basically everyone who's about to face the top drivers in FC2.
Yeah.
Particularly Ferrari F15, who is on an absolute roll. And if you don't mind, we can walk through the standings real quick.
Sure, let's do it.
So yeah, Ferrari obviously with 300 points, a perfect double win for Australia and China, perfect start of the season, followed by his teammate actually, Killer Lol, who is almost 40 points behind him already. Omega Miz in third, sleepwalking all of a sudden, jumping up to 4th place, and an absolute sleeper from Slowpoke Racing, the new team who has done so well in the previous race thanks to him. Techno Gustav is back and he's up in P5. Lucas Strinka is just someone we haven't seen last year, but he's made his way up to P6 alongside Builder Maddie in 7th place, FMLG without a team. So does Stroker is also without a team in 8th and 9th. And Dodger's Pass completes the top 10. We have so many other drivers we have to take a look at, but I think I want to look at these team standings first. Fox Ferrari obviously getting the humongous launch that they needed to get an over 200 points lead over the Garada Junior team. IQ Racing Juniors is also blasted off into 3rd place, followed by Pelican, and then we also have a close fight for P6 from McDonald's all the way to Lurker Pub for 6 to 9. So yeah, close fights going on. I also want to mention Slowpoke Racing. They have only been racing in China, and they have jumped from last place all the way to 11th as soon as they've created it.
Yeah, that's pretty good when you get a driver into the podium on your first race.
Yeah, it's a team split off from the back markers. They have recruited a beast into this accidentally, and right now, I think back markers is actually fighting really closely with Alfrog and Lurker Pop at the moment. We've seen Lurker Pop's very flashy pits with Jolly the Duck leading the pit crew. We always love to see it, but I don't know if anyone is gonna have an answer to Fox Ferrari's absolutely stacked team lineup. Not even just Ferrari F15 winning the 2 races. It's the other teammates that are absolutely scoring points and contributing to being the backbone of winning each race for the team. So, best of luck to every other team as well, and it's gonna be needed.
Absolutely, yeah. If you want to join in on the action, once again, I'll say it. You can join on the event.frostex.com server. You need a Java 1.21 and up. And Open Boat Utils mod is required for tracks like Suzuka with our very special half slabs that's been introduced to FC1 for the first time ever. You can see these ice slabs are going down half steps at a time.
We have our track builders to thank for that. That's hard work put into this. Fortunately, no DRS because people just jitter.
Yeah, so no DRS. There's been issues with jittering. So we'll have to wait a couple weekends before we get that one back online. So just like the old days, a little bit with no DRS. It's only been a couple races though, so people are still used to without it. And yeah, with the standings complete, yeah, fully explained, our track fully explained. What are two drivers that we want to look out for in FC2 for this race, besides the obvious?
Besides the elephant in the room, not much going on in the top 10 in regards of the of FC2 because this is a completely different track. To be fair, well, no, we don't have a completely different track this time around. That's what I mean. And yeah, most of the top 10 has been filled up by the FC1 drivers. Not many absolutely spectacular results have been set by our FC2 drivers. We can take a look at the time list of Suzuka though, and I think Nemamrad Windows is actually doing decently, sitting in P15 with a 206.1, and
Yeah.
like that's a decent race pace time that we were seeing in FC1. An absolute like this time for some reason FC1 just had such a stressful qualifying heat where people were just going absolutely competitive, getting each tenth after tenth. And I wonder if we can see the same magic come into FC2.
There you go. Once again, we can see the top times, of course. All those are SC1 drivers, but let's take a look at further, maybe down our top 15. You could see, who do we got here? Never Windows, yeah, the first, and Legendary 7, I believe, as well. Two drivers that we might be able to see today. Never Windows, especially, yeah. He is the one to watch, I'd say. He has the fastest time in FC2. I don't think Legendary is Legendary practicing. He might be. I'm not really sure what he's doing. We can see all these drivers. How many do we have signed up now? T info, FC2, yeah, FC, not T info, event info, FC2, 26, Suzuka. We have 93 signed up right now. Oh man, I love this league. 100 people showing up to these things, man.
Man, no man. Every single race, man, we absolutely beat records already. Like almost every race we pretty much double the BCC 2022 numbers. So
Yep.
Such a crazy thing to think about. Like this is just it's a casual league, and this much competitiveness, and I mean like there's so much competitiveness as much as just casual racers, and it just fits. It fits. The league fits for everyone basically.
Everyone who
Matter
is
if
okay
you're-
with bumping. There are some people who really hate getting bumped. Those people don't enjoy it, but they come back. So I don't know.
Yeah, so that is true. Some people do complain so much they want an FC3 to happen, but I don't think we're doing that anytime soon, man. I'm
No,
sorry.
not this year. It's not in the cards, because why would we give up 100 players every race? You know what's wrong with that?
Okay, if we get 200, then probably yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. If the server can't
Yeah.
handle it, well, shoot, we might have to. There we go.
There we
Okay,
go. I think we are gonna get ready to do qualifying soon. Everyone is set to the same grid that FC1 drivers had to stay in for the qualifying heat. It's Yazar's here. What is Yazar doing here? Get out of there.
Kane as well. Yoshi, Rubik, JH Dash. They all.
Must be the wind. What was the what was the cutoff for FC1 drivers to
Top 10.
be able to drive in this? This is top 10.
Yeah,
Okay,
top
JH
10
can stay
cannot
in.
go in.
JH can stay in. He got P14. Yazar though. Kane disconnected. And Yoshi, we saw him in the podium literally a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we gotta get him out of there. Yazar was in the top 10 as well. I'm pretty sure he got P8.
There goes Yazar. He's out of here. No, we can't have their Sleepwalker. I was wondering if Sleepwalker was going to show up. I didn't see them earlier, but now they are. Now they are here and ready. So we will see if Sleepwalking can do it again. Stun the audiences. And yeah, qualifying is going to work pretty simple. 7 minutes at the fastest time. The fastest time gets put on pole position. No Q1,
this is,
Q3, 3. Just one session. 7 minutes. Fast time goes.
Yep, it really goes fast, knowing also with the fact that this is one of the longest tracks in the calendar. Suzuka is around 2 minutes and 7 seconds for the average driver here today, and I think we might even see a surprise coming from any of the top drivers. We might see a 205 even come out, even if it's a high 205. It's very tough to beat for pole position, and it's not impossible. With Kane did actually decently well until he disconnected in the FC1 race, and wanting to redeem himself here today in FC2. JH couldn't quite get the qualifying heat he wanted and got knocked out in Q2. Legendary, same story with Rubik, and just that's pretty much it. Ferrari F15 does have a challenge on his hands. 100 drivers to try and take him away from potentially setting a record 3 wins in a row in FC2. It has never been done before in FC2's history, and right now he's being set up to do it.
Yeah, exciting stuff. History being made by a surprising prospect. Ferrari 15. We'll see what qualifying can do. They're all going to launch all at the same exact time, and yes, we have our favorite
There we
blob.
go. We have the blob.
Oh, reset.
No, we got a heat reset. Okay, rip.
You can see them all just spitting out and not really caring anymore.
Rest in peace. And they're yelling at Relicos as well. What in the world? Lurkapop's getting the FC1 runner-up from 2022.
Yeah. Relicos will, looks like he's joining us. That'd be cool. Start 11. Well,
Yeah, I think,
okay.
yeah, he is scoring for points today. Soda Soaker hasn't pulled up in Suzuka today either. So, and he's the 4th driver. So he's gonna score.
Is Soda
alongside,
here?
I think. No, Soda isn't here.
No, he's not here. Okay.
He's gonna go score points with the Renault and with Laser and Red Zone Cabbage, I think.
There's Breno. He's on.
A perfect 111 players on the event server until Soda Stroker pulled up. Okay.
Oh man, so many drivers on this league here. All right, well I think now we should be ready to go.
I think we're gonna
Captain
get the
Omelet's
blob
mad.
once
He's
again,
like,
the
oh shoot,
Fireball
Renault's here.
drivers.
Yeah. Our little blob of ants. They can't see each other in the qualifying session, so no need to worry about getting bumped or anything. But we get to see the spectacle of all of them going at the same time, and here they go. All
one
names.
person has a different line. Okay.
Here we go. Some drivers already scraped before they even first turn, and it is lagging like crazy. So let me try and back up here. We can see them all going down to turn 1, and a little bit of lag going on, and there we go. All right, lap times are underway. We have 7 minutes to go. Fastest lap time at the end of the session will win. There's Hutspot there leading the pack so far. Already a bunch of drivers scraping into turn 1. Legendary 7 poking in there a little bit too. There's Ficky, Mopeki, Jigo, Quazor scraping. Quazor doesn't get a good lap on this first time out through the S's here at Suzuka. But Ficky still has the fastest time. Where's Ferrari 15 in this blob? I can't really see him anywhere. Ficky looking actually really good right now. Big Burb's in this. Killable is in this. A lot of drivers who couldn't make the top 10 in FC1 are trying for FC2 this time around. There's a scrape there from Shuttle Man. Not going to get a good lap on turn 1. So unfortunately for him, won't be it this time around as they start to separate a little bit more. You can kind of see it's turning into more of a line than a blob. And oh, there's Big Burb going way too wide on the hairpin. Not enough for him. As this top group is starting to separate itself out, there's Kane, Ficky, Legendary, and Hutspot. Top drivers right now in this opening lap. We keep running through Spoon. There's Mopeki scraping on the engines of Spoon. A few more drivers. That's Digo scraping as well. Where's Namrad Windows in all of this? I don't know. We'll see the time's coming in just a few seconds. Here comes 130R. Do they release the brakes or no? It looks like Hutspot did just a little bit. And a lot of drivers easily go wide there. I think that, yeah, you can see in the back there's a bunch of drivers going way too fast into 130R. Into the hairpin. Oh, that's Vicky making a big mistake. Oh, he had such a good lap, too. And went way too fast into the hairpin. Loses the lap entirely right then and there. It might be Hutspot, I guess, the fastest time on this first lap. They're going to have at least 2 more, maybe 3 to go. There we go. A 2:06.2. Definitely go faster. But Hutspot, then Kane, then Killer, Legendary, Ferrari, J-Tastic, Engine, Ozone, and then Lucas. And then Big Bird, your top 10 for the first lap. See all the rest of the drivers coming through. So many names pouring into the chat logs. Finishing up their times. There's a disconnect there from Shell Joe. It's really unfortunate from Ficky. Such an amazing lap going into it. He's still 14th. I mean, he completely whiffed the last chicane there, and is still here in 14th. So that goes to show how good of a lap the rest of it was for him. Really, really rotten luck there from Ficky, or just lost his focus perhaps. And the whole lap goes almost down the drain there for Ficky. Take a look at it, see what Nemad Windows is doing. Nemad Windows is not driving. Nemad Windows, you got like the fastest time on here. What are you doing over there, bud? Oh, I don't really know what he's doing. Well, Par 15 is going through. Looks like he's doing pretty good so far. Trying to get a look at his time. As I lose him once again. There's so many drivers, you know. It's hard to find where exactly these guys are at. There he is, right there. Up the hill and down the main straight, or the big straight here, across the bridge. Going deep in 130R. Looks pretty good for Ferrari's sake. Keep an eye on him as he runs through the chicane here. It's an absolute mess for all these drivers. It's hard to keep track of who's doing what. Hutspot has the fastest time right now. The 2:06.222 is the time to beat. Legendary 7, though, gets it beat. 2:06.022. So 2/10 ahead for him. For 15, only 8th position with that time. They'll have 2 more laps to go, these top drivers. Some of them might only get 1 more, depending on where they are on the grid. But most of them will get 2. Legendary 7 has the time to beat with 2 laps to go. Of course, the Umusume skins all for a bunch of these drivers. Fox Ferrari drivers, I believe. Alongside Kane, currently P3. He is up on his time, Kane, by about a 10th, which will put him into 2nd, assuming Hutspot doesn't improve, but I believe Hutspot is also on par with his own time. So, there you go. The top 3 right now. All still right next to each other. Kane's going to go for a block stop. I don't think it was enough to hold on to his pace. Wasn't enough to improve it. But a risk was made there, and it slightly paid off. As we go further down into Spoon here. Hang on the inside here. Hutspot. A little bit of Hutspot's up 2/10. Kane up 5/10 now. So looking really good. And these drivers could take the lead of qualifying with this lap here. Legendary 7 only even now with his time. We'll see how they go into 130R. One by one, all pretty much nail it here and into the chicane. The hardest part of this track is the very, very end for these drivers. And a little bit wide there from Hutspot. He loses his time. Oh, those 2/10 that he had up on his time that was going to put him into 1st is just gone here for this third lap of qualifying as we move into it. And it's going to be Kane who gets the new fastest time. A 2:05.641. There's an improvement there from J-Tastic, putting him into 5th position. Builder Matty goes into 14th. There we go. And Hutspot going to try this one more time. as the top 15 relatively stay in the same spots. Only 2 changes being made. That's Kane's top time and Bill Manning's 14th. So he is the one to watch out for. Kane now. He's currently even on his time. Hotspot behind is also even on his time. Here's Vicky. We saw him leading that opening lap, doing really, really good. He's in the 4th right now. Does he have anything in him to improve that time? Perhaps not with that mistake there. Yeah, no, he is out of the count. Already down a whole second. There's no way he can improve on that one. How is Kane doing? He's down 5/10. Kane probably not going to improve anywhere here. Hotspot only down just a few hundreds. This might be a possibility. But he's got to gain 5/10 if he wants to get the lead. And he has to do it here through 130R. And then gain even more improvements through the chicane. He's got to get 5/10 up on the chicane. It's looking pretty unlikely for him. He tries for the block stop. Wise choice. And he unfortunately doesn't get time there. So no changes for our top 3 unless somebody from further behind could get his energy mains on an improvement right now. Up a 10th. It's not going to improve him any positions, though, I don't think. No, he does. He goes into 10th position.
Hello.
Shuttle Man goes into 10th. Big Burb into 4th position. Big jump for Big Burb. Skibidi Toilets, I think, had an improvement there into 14th.
Yeah. So... Okay, what times to come back, man?
And not too much more changes. There's sort of limit up 6/10. Unfortunately for Vicky, especially Ferrari 15. 10th position for him, so a lot of work for Ferrari 15 to do here.
I'm also noticing a certain Quasar in the leaderboard as well.
Oh yeah, Quasar is here.
She's sitting in P13 at the moment. Not the best time out of the top drivers, but well, you know, it's good to have him back. Ferrari 15 though, sitting in P10 at the moment. I mean, we've seen him win from P6. This is definitely much more of a challenge though, going into this race. He's nowhere near he's nowhere near the front of the pack. Now, quali's ended. I guess we're just taking a couple of minutes to add anyone who wants to start last place since they couldn't do qualifying. Otherwise, how many people finish a lap? Exactly 100 players have completed a lap in this qualifying heat. JH Dash almost getting a perfect 7 minutes in the times. It's kind of funny to see. Sleepwalking also wanted to start last, I think. He's starting from P98. Okay. He's feeling confident going into this.
Let me put in our, of course, poll here as we watch for our 15 get some more practice laps. There we go. There you go. There's your poll. If you have a guess on who do you think is gonna win, if you put somebody else, I want to know. Who do you think is gonna win this? I see a lot of Gamer fans in here, although I don't think he's driving.
No, Gamer's not. Maybe the Brazilians started rooting for Digo this time.
Perhaps it's Digo.
Yeah, he's on the front lines this time. He's sitting in P5. A solid quality performance from him and throughout the 7 minutes that they had, and he's gonna take FMLG's place this time. I don't know if Efra's here. Yeah, he is here, but he's not on the team. So there you go. A few more seconds for any late players to hop on. You'll be starting in last if you're late.
Yep.
And
the grid is loaded, so let's run through.
The grid is loaded all the way all the way to the off-road of the last chicane. It's
Oh,
kind
boy.
of funny.
All right, well, here we
But yeah.
go. So on top, of course, you have Kane and Legendary 7 in the front row. Hutspot, Big Burb. Then you have Digo in 5th, Vicky in 6th, J-Tastic, Kilo, Lucas, Ferrari, Shuttleman in your top 10, NG Main, Quazor, Skippy Toyota, Mopeki, Builder, Matty, Next Simon, Shell Joe, Ozone, and Deceptive MC in your top 20. Gustav, Mad Not Matt, TX with Christ, Setimo, Rapping Ivy, Edward Avocado, Tech at Ephra, Allied Zook, Mindcrime, Rubik, Renokaz, P4, Soka, Ivan, Sudasigo, Fuko, Maloko, Dr. Spats, and we'll just run through the rest of them because there's way too many drivers to read through every names, but wave and say hello when you see your name. And so many drivers going up the hill. Oh, we do have a heat reset.
And a heat reset. Okay. We couldn't even read the names anyway.
Well, all right, we can keep going. Oh, I think they're having issues with the scoreboard, is my guess. Drivers can't see the scoreboard. I was asking, do these boats have 50-50 power split? No. They are entirely vanilla, except for there's a couple quality of life things that we have changed, like uphills and lag. But other than that, they're almost essentially the same as vanilla.
Everyone has the same horsepower, so.
Yep. Teams are there to coordinate together and to share information. Oh yeah, they do have it into the off-road of the.
Oh, there's a grid issue going on. That is why they're kind of being slow at the moment.
They have too few grid spots? Let's find out. How many grids do they have? They have 135 grids.
They
So
should
that
be
should
good
be
at
enough.
number of grids then.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what's going on at the moment.
I think it's to do with the scoreboard, perhaps. I'm not too sure. Well, we'll have to wait just a little bit longer for this race here. And drivers will have, I think, about 12 laps and 2 pit stops that are required for them to do. Well, it doesn't necessarily do anything. It puts you on a different point of the track, and you're required to do it twice. Simple enough. And team advisors will aid in helping when to pit, so that way drivers can maximize their clean air, which is tough to find here in FC2. There's way too many drivers.
Team
But
advisor in
clear
FC2 is probably a humongous advantage as well. You'll be able to tell when as a driver, you'll be able to tell when there's going to be a humongous strain of backmarkers that you're approaching, or just any chaotic thing that's happening, when to pit. And it's just, I don't know, maybe FC1 drivers are taking the role of team advising in some of the FC2 teams. That would be my main guess.
That'd be what I would do, I think. If I was if I wanted to run an FC2 team, I would totally run an FC2 team and then and then be the team advisor.
There you go. The grids are back. The grids are back up, and
FRMOG is the last one. They fit just enough people on this.
Wait, what? He's in P28.
Why does it say he's P28?
What? Why is he here?
What? Oh, he's moving.
What is happening, bro?
He said, I'm not here. Yeah, he's right there.
Okay, well, it shows there's 101 signed up drivers for this final heat, and
there's only 100 drivers.
There's just 100 drivers, like almost exactly 100 drivers here, and we should have been good to go. I don't know what happened with FMOG there. Why is he all the way back in the TT spot?
He's moving. he's going up to the grid. I think he's moving to his P28 spot. Although that's not enough. He's in the 70s right now. He qualified P0. Is that what it says? It says for him, you're P28. That's funny.
278. Dude, what a typo! He's starting all the way back in the second sector.
Did we lose him? Where did he go? Oh, he's in his spot now. There's P28. That lines up. It's ahead of P29. He's in his spot. And we got the
Okay,
scoreboard
we're
now. Look
gonna-
at that. Hey.
We're gonna be able to start racing soon. We have, I mean, I don't know if we have a few drivers that we still have to add. Look, wait, teleport to me real quick. Look at Sideshow Vibes just in a separate separate area to the other driver.
Oh no! He has to go around. Actually, I think I would
Completely
take
sure-
this. I
Wait,
would
this
take
might
this.
be an advantage. This might be an advantage. Just Beerly as well, who has just been added. Taku might be added as well later on. But it's quite a funny spot to start in.
Yeah, you'll get
Everyone
ahead of
has
all
to
these
take
people on the
the
packed
off-road.
ice section. Well, maybe not ahead, but you won't be bumping into them.
Okay. Kane Legendary, Hudspot, Big Bird, Digo, Vicky, J-Tastic, Killer Lord, Lucas, and Ferrari will show us what they got in this race start. Everyone else behind will try and avoid the chaos that the unavoidable chaos that is about to happen on turn 1.
All right, a lot of you are saying that Legendary Ortigo is going to win here from 2nd place and 6th place? 7th place?
You got the
5th place.
what are you are you looking at 7?
Well,
Legendary has A7. He's been a solid driver. He hasn't showed up a lot, and good to see him back in Suzuka. Kane has had a solid race up until he disconnected, and he's hopefully not gonna disconnect this time. Big Burb's also a very good driver alongside with Digo, who's behind him with many of his Brazilian supporters. And we got 5 seconds to go.
it's
Take it away,
3,
Blue.
2, 1. It's lights out, foot's the floor. Watch out for the boat on the outside of the track. And here we go. Kane, Hutspot, Legendary, Vicky, and all of the rest of 100 drivers going to go into barrel into turn 1. And we'll see who can stay on to this front group. And these guys are all very experienced at this point. So, there's
Oh
already a
my
mess
word.
up. That shuttle man causing chaos here on the first corner. Keep an eye on the front group for me
my
as
word.
we watch keep going through. There's just chaos through this turn 1. Veloco, Oxalado, and Ozone all duking it out between each other. There's Killer a little second in the standings right now, currently battling for P26 with Fuko.
But I think we should cut back to the front right now because this is a 4-way tandem of all things. We usually see 2 or 3 people fighting, but now we got 4 of them.
Here we
Some of them
go.
all have some experience, and they're also being trying to be chased down by Vicky and J-Tastic. Ferrari 15 getting a good launch from P10 up to P7. So far, so good for him, and he still needs to make more moves if he wants to keep the win streak going on. Kane at the moment going for a block stop. That is brave for
That
him.
is good.
I don't know if
That'll
he
work.
kicked anyone. Look at that. It worked super well for him. Big risk from him. Humongous reward. I think he kicked all 3 of them out of tandem at once. Look at that. 0.8 of a second between him and Big Burb and Hutspot. Now it's a 3-way tandem fighting for 2nd place. Kane has executed this race start perfectly. Couldn't have gotten better.
Yeah,
Ferrari 15 currently putting the pressure on J-Tastic as well.
Brave move
So-
from Kane to go for that, and it worked really, really well for him. So, currently leading this race for now, Kane. Ferrari 15,
Someone
let's take a
who
look
did
at
get
him.
Vicky got bumped somewhere. Oh my word, he's falling down the order.
Ooh,
Someone
11th.
who did get a good start as well or people who did get good starts. Lucas Trinask and Saitamo driving for Gurana Juniors as well. So that'll be good for him and Digo. Obviously, Kane.
Another bump from Vicky. He's out of the top 15 now. Oh, Zook Zinlo bumped there. Setimo bump as well. Give positions out to Lucas again. P11 now for him.
Three-way tandem trying to get
up
into
to
top 10. We have what the heck?
sixth.
We have Zooks Nilu going into the pits already. I don't know if that's a move.
Well, he did
That's,
get bumped there and he couldn't find it. Yeah. It's
I don't
definitely
know
an
if that's a
impulse
move for
move. I'll
Zooks
tell you
Nilu,
that.
but, yeah, it's very, very interesting. I'm not sure if he's wanting to gamble whether he wants to drive around a lot of experienced drivers or trying to get overtakes on the slower drivers. The pit delta is nearly 35 seconds ish, I think, and he's gonna meet with some of the backmarkers.
Yeah,
Some
he's
people might
gonna
get
come
lapped
out
on
in
that
a.
as well.
I don't think he's gonna like where he comes out, but it's gonna be a struggle for Zook.
Well, despite Kane's humongous dive bomb there, Hotspot gets bumped and Legendary gets in the tandem. Big Bird is still managing to put on insane pace as well to try and follow him, putting on the pressure, keeping it within a second to Kane. Kane mainly did that to get him out of tandem. Now he's just shook them off, but he's still not out of the blue. Party time is still yet to come.
So yeah, bigger. We're just hanging on there for Kane. But these battle for third.
Legendary. What in the world? Legendary has some macros yelling out Mambo to try. I don't know if he's trying to taunt Hotspot or something. Driving for Alfrog today, and Alfrog has been struggling lately. They do need some of these top drivers to
Yeah,
top
Alfrog
on.
dominated last year in I think every step of the way. They were leading the championship. Now not even in the top 5. Oh, they're reaching back markers now. It looks like. So this is where, I would say party time.
Yeah, that's right. It's explaining it's party time. New Buck might shake things up here. Oh, Hotspot and Legendary having to take invasive action. Driver Legendary, not getting the speed that he needs here down the straight, and New Buck immediately goes to the pit after getting lapped by the first 4 drivers. J-Tastic, Ferrari 15, who made up another position in the past few laps as well. We have a super laggy driver exiting the pits, and he completely crashed into the side. Unfortunate. But yeah, we have a 207 pace coming in by Kane.
Let's take a look at Digo. You guys, a lot of you guys are looking at him to try and win this race. He's currently in 7th, trying to stay ahead of Figgy right now. I think he's on a different pit strategy. And most especially Quazor, one of the fastest drivers from 2025. And Digo's holding him off for now. Into the S's. Looking good so far for Digo.
Yeah, Digo 7, someone who's another driver who has improved a lot throughout the 2025 season and wants to prove himself once again in the 2026 season. But I think I have to cut you off right now because holy moly, what a humongous train that Kane has reached. He has gotten past around 6 drivers now, trying to get past Rabotas and La Pera. Big Burb getting bumped badly as well. Hotspot is in the mix as well, who gets bumped right before the hairpin. Kane is having a dream right now. He's just slicing through these back markers at the moment. Rabotas giving him a tiny bit of trouble, but he gets past Beerley. He's going to be the next driver. The man in netherite armor with flashy amethyst armor trims going into this race. Look at him go.
There's a bump there. Lucky bump for Kane. Easy stuff there.
Yep. Well, Kane... We know Kane is just not out of blue because look
who's behind Big Bird bumps into Hotspot. That's a rare mistake there. Could have been avoided there.
It's great as well, but look at that. Oh my word. Kane just releasing a tiny bit, getting
Legendary. Also a bump. Legendary got bumped.
Oh my word. Hotspot going through 2 different drivers there. Before they reach 130R, he's taking the race lead away from Kane. Oh my goodness. Big Bird has
another position lost for Kane. That's Big Bird was going to pass him. There's some shakeups going on in this front group here.
The tiniest gaps into the straight. That was beautiful stuff from him. And now he's taking the race lead almost 2 seconds ahead. Now they're getting past the train. Hotspot has a more comfortable lead with even a back marker pitting in front of him. Ferrari 15 also taking advantage.
Yeah, Ferrari 15 up one more position, although he did seem to have scraped to the chicane. And another bump. Oh no! Our championship leader is losing so many positions right now. He's going to stay out on track here, but back down to 8th for Ferrari 15. Such a good run for the first couple laps, but not going to be it. Lap 3.
One of the top 10 drivers at the moment. So...
he does get Legendary 7, also having problems into turn 1 here. Oh no!
This is absolutely insane. And while all that is happening right now, it seems like Hotspot is starting to have trouble to try and overtake this one backmarker. Sideshow vibes at the moment. Big Bird has immediately stormed up to the back of him here on lap 4. As we head into Desmos 1, how is it going to look for the 2 drivers? Hotspot having to release so much there. Hotspot going down the inside, and Sideshow Vibes has been overtaken. He gets bumped by Hotspot, and Big River gets past as well. And
very good stuff.
Kane now. Oh my, Kane has to do with 2 drivers at the moment, Finland and Sideshow Vibes. He goes down the inside of, oh my word, Sideshow Vibes getting overtaken down the inside by Kane. They're in tandem now, but that was just right before the hairpin. That's an impressive area to try and make a move in for Kane. Otherwise, J-Tastic, who has the fastest lap, also being chased down by, well, some of you will like it, Digo, who's sitting in P5, and Lucas Strinas, what? I keep messing up the name. Lucas Strinask and Ferrari 15 fighting each other for P6 and P6 plus 1. I'm not gonna say it. Oh, wait a minute! Big Firm taking position off Hotspot.
Oh, we missed that.
Oh, here we go. They're heading down to 130.
Oh, here we go. It's Hotspot's coming back at him. 130
Literally one of
yard.
the
Here we
back
go. They're
markers.
gonna be stuck behind a back marker here, but who can get past him first?
Oh
Into
my
the
goodness,
chicane
Kai
here.
Ninja, one of the,
Oh,
my
Kai
goodness, back
Ninja.
markers yeah, Kai Ninja driving for literally the team named the back markers, and he couldn't hold it.
There's a
into
driver who
that,
just came
that
from.
corner.
Who is that? That sort of
yeah,
just
we
took
have
the alternative
top
route there. That was really weird. He went over the cones.
I think Lucas lost a couple positions there. Digo's up in the 4th place.
This
alongside
battle
with
is still
Ferrari.
going on for the pole position here. Hutspot and Big Bird seem to be the lead of the
Oh, and
race.
it's goals.
And Hutspot, oh, he scraped into
Hutspot
turn
getting
1.
bumped. Bieber having to slow down, but Hutspot gets bumped again. That is not good for him. He's getting caught up by Finland, who wants to lap himself, but I don't think he's going to take it. Big
Kane
Bird
is able to get past Hutspot as well. So, out of the third
trying
for
to go around the
Hutspot.
outside here on the center S's. That was perfect from him into the first sector of the race, and it seems like we have a decent amount of clean air for Big Bird. That it's just exactly what he needs. A back marker between him and 2nd place. Hutspot trying his best to recover, and then Digo, who's 11 seconds behind, but in 4th place.
Yeah, Dio's doing a pretty great job so far, holding on to these top 5. Big Burb, though, currently in the best position of the race so far. We're already almost halfway through this race. No pit stops done for this top group yet, unsurprisingly.
Grana's actually having a good time right now. Saitamo has just gone for a pit from the top 15, I think. But they have Digo and Lucas, who are their top drivers at the moment, and they're sitting 4th and 5th. I wonder what they're gonna do, try and hold our championship leader off.
That was
Ferrari
bizarre.
15.
There was a triple disconnect there.
Ferrari 15 trying to. Oh, yep, unfortunate. Quasar ozone stasis law getting disconnect, unfortunately.
There you go. Ferrari 15 trying to chase down Lucas right now.
We'll take a look
trying
into
to get back
the
his
lead
old
pack later,
spot.
but yeah. Take a look at the lead pack later. Lucas right now falling behind Digo, his own teammate at the moment, and Ferrari 15 trying to look for any move around Lucas. 2 Brazilian drivers to get past. On the leaderboard, we can see Hutspot got past Kane, probably another back marker. But at the moment, we're looking at the fight for 5th place. We're gonna head down into the straight before 130
Well,
yard.
I think what drivers are learning 5 laps into this race is that it's such a longer track compared to the other ones we've had this season, where the drivers are spread out a lot more, which means the racing isn't as packed. There's not as many back markers to overtake at the same time. Oh, speaking of though, Lucas gets absolutely slammed by a back marker there. And Ferrari gonna move finally back up to P5 after his mistakes a couple laps ago.
That's some free positions for him. Digo all of a sudden is right side by side with Kane into the first turn. What has happened to Kane? Kane is messed up already in the first turn already. While trying to avoid the back markers, Digo has made his way all the way up into the podium positions. Now, yeah.
There you go, Digo.
I'm gonna be speaking too soon here. Maybe
Kane loses it to Ferrari as well. Actually, they're in tandem. Actually, I should say they're both right next to each other. Ferrari 15 trying to make advantage of this, trying to move into P4 from Kane's mistake there. Oh, he scrapes! He scrapes into the S's.
Ferrari 15, yep, Ferrari 15 getting a scrape there. 2 really good drivers from Summit as well, but we do have a few more drivers in front of them. Digo getting bumped there.
Oh, it's another scrape. Ferrari 15. Oh, Legendary 7 is going to pass him as well. Builder Matty as well. Skipping to Alenta passes him. It's Taku. Distorted Lemon. Oh no. Ferrari 15 is losing so many positions. P9 is where he ends up.
We gotta look at his triple tandem. Lucas against Legendary, against Builder Matty. 5, 6, 7. And it's gonna be a dive bomb here
Kane!
for Lucas. Oh,
Kane bumps Legendary!
Dive bomb for Lucas. There we go. One of the Brazilian drivers. He moves up to P4. What a move for him. He's gonna get past his teammate. He's in tandem with his teammate. This is a fight for the podium spots. They're 14 seconds behind the race leaders. Big River and Hutspot.
Take a look at what just happened there. Builder Matty has suddenly found himself in 5th position. He was battling for 10th not too long ago. Builder Matty just escapes all the battles.
Oh my goodness. Astro Hunter being an absolute obstacle for Lucas. Actually, just 2 bungeeing drivers here ahead into the straight. That is very laggy for him. I think Lucas is in tandem, luckily for him. But what about the driver behind him? Digo getting passed by Builder Matty. He's falling down the order and down into P6. Ferrari 15 trying to get in tandem with him. He is in tandem with him. And Lucas.
There we go. Builder Matty being chased down by Kane right now for this 4th spot. Able to make use of it. Oh, big bump there from Builder Matty. Kane is going to take the position away from him.
Oh my
Back up to
word.
4th
Oh,
for
Dio
Kane.
getting bumped badly
There's
as well.
so many changes happening right now. Ferrari 15 is going to
So
battle him
many-
now.
So much stuff happening at the moment. Builder Matty all of a sudden is fighting our championship leader for P5. Dio going for a pit. He does not want to deal with all this chaos once again. And now we have
I'm surprised no one else is pitting. Legendary is also going for a pit. Surprised there isn't more that's going. Oh, lag spike from a back marker puts Ferrari into the side of the track there.
Yep. So Builder Matty back into the top 5 all of a sudden. So many changes. Big Bird has increased his lead up to 9 seconds. Who ahead of Hutspot.
Oh, another mistake. That wasn't even a bump. That was just a flat-out mistake. Ferrari 15 going way too wide into the Senna. Or excuse me, into just the S's, not the Senna S's. That's a different track.
Yeah,
Suzuka S's.
Yeah.
So Ferrari 15 really struggling to keep up. He has pace. He had glimpses of getting to into 5th, but not right now. He very well could be into like even top 3.
Yeah, we're past the halfway point in the race right now, but we might see anything can happen still. And wall tap has been added. What in the world?
Where's the wall tap?
I don't know where that is at the moment. I'm currently watching Lucas, who is fighting with Kane, who is fighting with 5 other backmarkers. So that's 3 different overtakes that we've seen in the hairpin alone. But Lucas flying past him. What about Kane? Can he get past us easily? It's gonna be Lapera and Captain Omelette here into the spoon corner. How's it gonna look? Lucas is gonna outspeed him by a tiny bit.
Oh,
so it's Kane who gets past him after he gets bumped by Lucas, who is trying to fight for his very first career podium. I don't know if it's gonna be his very first podium in boat racing. It would be super nice if it was.
Yeah.
Also, Rubik getting the fastest lap. What in the world?
Big Burp in the pits. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah, you're right. So Big Burp heading to the pits now, followed by Hutspot actually. The top 2 drivers have gone for a pit. Lucas is gonna be the race leader soon if he doesn't go for a pit. And they're sitting on what lap? They're sitting on lap 7 out of 11, and he stays out.
Kane also the pits.
Else who doesn't go for a pit. Yeah,
top 4 on the pits except for Lucas. Curious there. I don't understand. They all had the same idea, but Lucas.
Magenta leaves. I have no clue what they're talking about.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're talking. Oh, it's the Tumney is building at the moment. What in the world?
Some of the trees have fallen. There's leaves on the inside of the track of the S's. Take a look and see if any of them.
It's a cherry blossom season, and that is a humongous leaf just in the way of one of these.
Oh, Rather Finland, careful! Oh my gosh, so very close.
I think our leaders have picked a really good time to pit then.
Yeah, it looks really good actually. So
because now the track time has fallen or like has
slowed
a few seconds a bit.
Yeah,
it's slowed down now. Big Bird and Hutspot have gone for a pit while everyone is gonna be struggling.
He's still only 4th position, Big Bird.
Oh my word! Oh, Ferrari 15, Big Bird getting bumped. Where's Hutspot?
Wait a minute. Right here.
Hutspot trying to go around the outside. That was so close for Hutspot, but he's in tandem now. They're chasing down Ferrari at the same time. That's Crafty Joe, who's just completely frozen. But Hutspot just barely holding onto the tandem into Desmos 1. The pig is indeed flying. Look at that. Hutspot down the inside. Oh my goodness. He's just... Oh, look at that. It's going to be 3 tenths, 4 tenths now. What can Hutspot do into the hairpin?
A little bit better.
Oh, dive bomb
for
by
Hutspot.
But a pig. Look at that. Our FC1 race, multiple time race winner, Hutspot, is just flying past these backmarkers. He's showing why he used to lead the championship in FC1 before 2024.
Oh, but he does scrape on his own. Speaking of accolades,
skirts, I guess, and he gets bumped. Oh, that is bad for Hutspot. But yeah, now he's gonna have to catch up. Builder Matty has taken the race lead away from Lucas as well. So
Builder Matty in such a bizarre situation he's in. He was not ready to be challenging for the lead of a race, but here he is, Builder Matty.
Yeah,
on top right now.
Seen him in the top 15 in qualifying. This is how chaotic FC2 can get. As I said, party time starting on lap 3. So
yeah, we're already reaching to the last. Oh, there's a wall tap here on the hairpin. That's the wall tap we were referring to. There's a little.
I guess so. We have
little arch there.
Elimination structure going in as well, and Ferrari 15 heading to the pit. Lucas, Builder Matty. We have 3 of the leaders going to the pit. Big Burb is going to take the lead once again. Oh, and
There's
Hotspot
Ferrari
going
15.
for a
There's
pit now.
Lucas, and there is Builder Matty. Let's see which one
Hotspot's
comes
trying
out in front of the others.
Hotspot's trying to cut his losses at the
Lucas
moment. Trying to go
might beat
for,
Builder Matty. He does. Lucas beats Builder Matty in the pit lane with a suffering 4.6 second pit stop for Builder Matty, unfortunately for him. But look at all these drivers that are passing them right now. It's going to be a bad position to come out into for these drivers. There's so many in front of
I don't know
them.
Lucas at the moment. There's Sam Yu, who you have to be careful, Lucas. Don't get bumped. Oh, that was close stuff for him and the back marker. And Builder Matty coming out with Legendary side by side with him. This is an actual fight for position. They both have a single pit done, and they have a back marker. P4 Soka. They go around the leaves now, and that has been like an absolute blind spot for all these drivers. And we have two different backmarkers who are about to get in tandem in front of a tandem at the moment. Here we go. What's gonna happen between these four drivers? This mixed Legendary A7 trying to go on the inside on Sam. That's one overtake for him. Builder Matty not quite there yet.
Nice.
Oh, never mind. He gets bumped by the other backmarker. And looks like P4 Soka is actually not putting up a bad pace at the moment.
Yeah, there he's there's more wall taps being put in.
He's being lapped at the moment, but he's giving these two drivers quite some trouble at the moment. Legendary 7 and Builder Matty, two people who have fought for the race lead earlier this race, and I think Legendary is trying to get an overtake with the exit speed that he has, but I don't think it's enough. P4's got. Oh no, he's taking the packed ice, and around goes Legendary and possibly Builder Matty. If he has enough speed to get into tandem in the spoon corner, I think he does, but just barely.
Yeah, they should be able to get it down into the entrance of Spoon Corner, and look at that.
Yeah,
That's the
there we go.
difference
There's
of...
another backmarker in front of him. Bandy and Menta almost messing the fight up. But now we have a four-way fight between two backmarkers and two drivers who are potentially racing for a top 5. But Builder Matty is falling behind a bit. Legendary A7 feeling brave, and off he goes for the position. Otherwise, now we have Big Burp going for a pit after
yeah, a bunch of drivers into the pit lane now, so let's take a look at Big Bird and crew. Remember, we're reaching the last couple laps of this race, and so all drivers on 0 pits right now have to be entering the pit lane. Big Bird on his second, but all these drivers behind, that's Nova, Killer, Deceptive, Online, Renocos even, all having to get their pits done before the end of this race, or else they get disqualified.
Where's Hotspot at the moment compared to Big Burb? He's on the straight at the moment. I don't think he's going to catch up to Big Burb, but I think he has gained a tiny bit of time to him. So Big Burb just exiting now, and he looks behind to check Hotspot, the flying pig, who's chasing him down for the net lead of the race.
Here we go.
It's game on between the two drivers. We might see any random backmarkers. We actually have 3 backmarkers for these two drivers, and 1v1 Big Burb, a new gen versus an old gen, I'm pretty sure.
Hotspot is kind of converted to veteran status now, hasn't he?
Might cause trouble for Hotspot. That was close for him. Good thing he avoided him down the inside of the corner. And now it's Hamarakos who is lagging in front of Big Burb. How can these two drivers deal with it? Now, Big Burb, it's... Oh wait, there's another wall tap that we haven't seen here.
Yes, that was the first wall tap that was added a couple laps ago. We saw a few of the other drivers, like Builder Matty, use that wall tap pretty dang well, but these drivers are doing it just as well. Big Burb into the hairpin, trying to get past the two backmarkers. A little bit of lag there from one of the backmarkers. Hammer, it looks like, is the name. And oh my gosh, it's gonna be so scary for Big Burb behind as he just sitting behind this driver who could stop at any moment. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Big Burb is taking an alternate line, trying to defend against Hotspot at the same time. So Big Burb at the moment, he's trying to get past around the outside of Hammerkos, and I think he's in tandem.
Yeah, I think he's able to get around him.
Wait a minute, this is the same backmarker we were watching earlier, fighting Builder Matty and Legendary A7. It's what's the name? P4 Soka. Now he's gonna cause trouble. Oh, there we go. There goes Hammer. Oh, we got a disconnect by 32 Nova.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, he was sitting in the top 10. Kane going for a pit now. We're gonna. I don't know if he's gonna be fighting with our two.
All the drivers in one pit need to be into the pit lane. And that's a bump.
Big Burb gets bumped. Big Burb gets bumped. All of a sudden, Hotspot takes the race lead. Big Burb takes the extra wall tap, but it's not gonna be enough to take the position back. Hotspot, all of a sudden, he's about to take the race lead once again.
In the last lap of the race here, all the drivers on one pit have to be in the pit lane. And
Kane cannot
which
get the
means
position
these
off
drivers
them.
are the one taking the lead. Hotspot is the one leading this race with 1 lap to go.
Look at that, so many backmarkers. Hotspot, Big Bird was
Oh,
also
he gets
getting in the
bumped!
mix. Oh my word, Big Bird gets bumped. That's not good for them. During the last lap, they have 2 minutes of racing to go. Getting past live. Now it's Taku. He's not a bad driver either, but he's getting lapped by Hotspot as well. And my oh my, this might whatever Taku, however how Taku affects Hotspot's race at the moment. His line can affect who wins the race. Our second race winner this year, as Ferrari 15 is nowhere near the race lead, unfortunately. He's sitting in P7, a solid result for him. But we are looking at a race lead.
Hotspot saved the
Hotspot
bump
with a
there.
super dive. Wow, super swerve for Hotspot, getting past Endelord, putting another backmarker between him and Bigford. Look at that brake difference. Not even in the hairpin. Endelord. Oh wait, there's a wall tap here. Bigford's gonna try to use it to catch up. Oh, is it gonna be enough to try and get past Endelord?
Not yet.
Oh no, but they have one more wall tap left. 1.4 seconds, bleeding to 2 liters. Hotspot down the inside of Crafty Joe. Same thing for Big Bird, but Hotspot had an even riskier line against the backmarker.
All Hotspot's to do in this situation is to just play it safe. Big Burb, though, can take any risk he can. He's got 18 seconds to the driver behind. He's going to do anything he can to try and get any more time on Hotspot, but it's not working.
Getting a flap off him. But look at that. Hotspot all of a sudden pulling up, and he's about to win an FC2 race. He's about to shine hope on the Alfrog team as he is driving for them today. And getting their first win of the season. Hotspot, he's gonna go for this last lap wall tap. I think it's a double wall tap. Well, he doesn't even take it. It doesn't even matter. It's 2 seconds between him and Big Bird. Hotspot has proved that Alpig drivers can still fly, especially here in FC2, and he wins the Suzuka Grand Prix. Second race, and he gets the fastest lap as well.
Oh, fast lap at the last lap. Oh, what a flex for him. With that super swerve as well. Oh, man. What a great job there, Hotspot. Showing how it's done to anybody here.
Oh my goodness, wait, come back to Lucas. Because he is fighting for the podium at the moment. He's down the straight right now. He just overtook Kane earlier in the last lap. Oh, legendary falling position. But here we go. Lucas is going to bring Garana their second podium finish in the season. So,
wow. Lucas there.
Kane, our pole sitter, finishing in 4th place. Ferrari 15, our championship leader, finishing P5. A solid recovery. Kane immediately rage quitting.
Kane's not happy with that one.
But there you go, Ferrari. Here, and then legendary, one of our leaders at some point, finishing in P6. Builder Matty all of a sudden in P7. And Skibby Toletta, wait, who's he racing? I'm pretty sure Skibby Toletta is racing for Alfrog, so they're gonna have a glimmer of hope now.
Yeah.
Now that we have Hotspot and Skibby Toletta getting a solid P8 in Suzuka. They're gonna gain so many positions in the constructor standings, and we have some of the Lurka Pop drivers coming in. Techno Gustav, our P5 sitter in the standings, finishing in P14.
Yeah, Renocos as well for their team. 13th for...
Look at that. Yeah, that's good
Lurka
stuff
Pop.
for Lurka Pop. I think it's 13, 14, 16 for the 3 drivers. Good stuff.
There you go. Very, very, very even for that team. There you go. Very consistent between the 3 of them.
Satomi's freaking out because of the driver. What in the world happened? Look in chat.
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean sleepwalking and wait, what? 28? What just happened?
Wait, what? How did 32 Nova and Sleepwalk both get P28? They tied. Wait, and Struxel. Why did I say Struxel also got P28? What just happened?
Okay, well, I think it's supposed to be 26, 27, 28. That's probably just a little bug. But it's kind of funny to see. Redstone Cabbage comes across the line as well. And yeah, we have our top 50 about to finish. We still have a lot of drivers to pick up a few points because we have extended the points to P75.
Yes, we have. 75 drivers will earn points every day. Thank goodness.
Every day. Wait a minute.
Every week, sorry. Every day we race. Every day we race. 75 drivers will earn points.
Completing our top 50. And P51, Bandiamente with a couple more drivers. Captain Omelette, a back marker driver, finishing in P52 in Sapo E. And we have about 22 drivers left to try and pick up any points. We're gonna have a timer soon to figure out when the race is officially gonna end. Hotspot immediately disconnecting. What? I guess Hotspot has places to be then. We won't get an interview, unfortunately, with him. I don't think we can interview Big Burb either because he doesn't use a mic.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk to Lucas because I'm sure he's super excited. Although he does have voice chat. So Lucas will definitely be. Well, I really want to hear what he has to say at his first ever podium in FC2.
Yep, there we go. A couple minutes for anyone to finish the race. We have 63 drivers to complete it, and we have Rabotas who's gonna make it one stack of drivers finishing the race. And
yeah. Look, Ferrari 15 also did pretty good too. He did end up getting it back up to 5th.
He had to go.
He did have to leave, but back up to 5th for Ferrari 15. So he was just touching every now and then into the 5th position, but would quickly lose it. Good to see that he ended it on the high of the sine wave there, and yeah, he'll finish 5th. Not a win, not the third win, but oh, you know, you can't ask for that too often, can you? So 5th place is plenty good enough to keep him into the first position of the standings, especially because his teammate Killerlol is not even it's just barely broken to the top 10. So
Saitamo very excited for his teammate to pick up a podium as well. We have 50 seconds for anyone to finish in the points. FBBJYB finishing in P73. We have 2 drivers left to try and pick up just a single point, even. Why not?
Who are they? Where is their 75? There's Ricardo.
Ricardo JG is on the final straight right now on the final lap. We have 30 seconds to go for anyone else. Who's this? Oh, wait a minute. Is this a fight for the last point?
Enderlore. Enderlore finishes P75. That's the rest of the points.
They're not even the points. Oh, and someone just completely gave up. Enderlore taking the last point. Steelador, what? P77? Huh?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't know how this works. They both got P77.
maybe like a few overtakes regarding the checkpoints, but our race is gonna be done. We have 77 finishers in this race, and wow.
Yeah, okay, that did fix itself out. Thank goodness. Just want to make sure, otherwise my standings later today will be absolutely broken.
P77 and P77.
Lucas did message me letting me know that he cannot interview, but still, let's get everyone. Not give
everyone to the podium. At least we'll get the champagne going.
Boom! Everyone's here. We'll get the champagne out.
I'm 2 steps ahead.
Boom! Here we go. And congratulations to our champion Hotspot for Suzuka. Big Burb in 2nd, and Lucas for his first ever podium in FC2.
So Domini had to make a makeshift Hotspot armor stand. There we go. It's a big head. Hey pig.
Hey pig.
Hey pig.
And there you go. Everyone celebrating. What are they saying here?
Who won?
Who won? 76.
Me says.
No, Sweat's clan won because he just said it was him that won. W Sweat's clan. Did Sweats win? Yeah, Sweat's clan won. Sweat's clan won.
Well, unfortunately, we cannot get any interviews today. Otherwise, Suzuka quite an exciting race to go, even though it's a long track to race on.
There you go. There's Lucas on his podium. Well, congratulations to these 3, especially Lucas for his first ever podium. And that's gonna wrap things up here.
His teammates are very happy as he's back there, and that's usual. And I should know that he's gonna be the happiest of them all.
Well, we will wrap things up here. We have, in 2 weeks' time, we are going to be racing in Bahrain. There is no war in the Middle East in Minecraft, so we can.
Okay.
There is not. There is no Minecraft Middle East. No war there. It's great.
Let's hope we don't get fireworks Let's hope we don't get fireworks on lap 5.
Oh man. Well, so we will be racing there, unlike the Formula One calendar. So one of the favorite
unfortunate for
FC2
Red Bull.
tracks on the calendar. It's my favorite, honestly. So we will see you then in 2 weeks' time. So get practicing, get ready to go. And if you want to join us for that time, of course, event.foxus.com. If you want to practice on the main server, frostix.com is also proud to sponsor these events. And that will wrap things up here. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.